Quite dear one to Nambia, a man in quite baby.
Mommy, you basically see about Kotoso. People got sending me sicker from Lemonade Finance. While Brian did the shit and left me £10.
Lemonade Finance.
Say they're sending money back home from UK, Canada, and now US. I accepted a instant charges. Exchange rate in Suya. Unbeatable. We should be promo code Dr. Like £10, $10, and $10 for the first transaction. With this time, this download to Lemonade Finance.
Welcome to the Ghana ICT Hub, a partnership between MTN Ghana and the Government of Ghana through the Ministry of Communications and Digitization. MTN pledged to support Ghana's digitization agenda in line with its ambition to lead the delivery of digital solutions for Africa's progress. In fulfillment of this pledge, MTN Ghana has committed $25 million toward the realization of the Ghana ICT Hub project. The objectives of the Ghana ICT Hub project is anchored on the following: to create an ICT-enabled environment for human capital and ICT skills development, to develop an ICT ecosystem through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development, to provide a modern, state-of-the-art physical infrastructure to serve as a pillar for the digital Ghana agenda. The physical infrastructure, when completed, will provide 4,000 square meters of space with the following facilities: laboratories for technology training and research, innovation hub, co-working spaces for tech innovation startups, Tier 3 data center, conferencing facilities, offices and meeting rooms, commercial lettable spaces, gaming area, restaurant, ancillary facilities. The technology laboratories will be fitted with the next generation ICT equipment and applications to provide the youth of Ghana with practical training in Industry 4.0 technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, cloud computing, 3D printing, robotics, Internet of Things, IoT, advanced manufacturing techniques, cybersecurity, genetic engineering. The project also seeks to establish a complete ecosystem at the hub through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development. The ecosystem shall comprise of MDAs, technology companies, startups, incubators, research agencies, leading universities globally, foundations worldwide, to create a community. 1. The ecosystem community shall bridge the divide between academia and industry and provide solutions to challenges in the key sectors of health, agriculture, and educational sectors of the economy. 2. It shall also run an innovation program providing mentoring and networking for the youth in tech startups. 3. The ecosystem community shall establish an innovation fund to support startups, research agencies, and other entities in the ecosystem. MTN Ghana and the Ministry of Communications and Digitization are championing the Ghana digital agenda for Ghana's development. Welcome to the digital age.
I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker.
Alpha goodness rich in milk and butter. In Alpha Cracker, yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers, simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Go Ghana! Are you struggling to pay your huge rent advance? Do you wish to pay your rent on monthly basis? Then good news is here. The government of Ghana has introduced the National Rental Assistance Scheme to help Ghanaians, especially the youth, pay for their rent on a monthly basis. To qualify, an applicant must show proof of the following minimum requirements. Be a Ghanaian, possess a valid Ghana card. You must be an adult of 18 years and above, have a verifiable employment or earned income. To apply, visit www.nras.gov.gh. The scheme is currently operational in the following regions: Greater Accra Region, Ashanti Region, Eastern Region, Western Region, Bono East Region, and the Northern Region. For further inquiries, contact 0551 341 515 or 0550 408 879. National Rental Assistance Scheme, making renting accessible for all. Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment.
Wow.
Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy. Oh,
McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Edwuma bia ye edwuma e wo se dia wankasa obesomu a obesomu no na obehu se sika wo na se sika ni
edwuma na me ye no minim dia menya wo nte bia ne bokra na minim dia menya wo
bi baba se oba ba de odi ni ko school a dachi obe ware akotina be ma bi fie nti nya de papa bia obe ya ma wo nti ni mama nyina wa fa yan ko school
edwuma we de me kan kwaro o ye edwuma banka won fa won tom metuma ka se me de kubebe 1000 pieces beba metuma nya profit be 2000 won
obi amini wa won kola me say me hwade mpo na hye me ka wapon so se me so me wo nipa mu e wanye me hwade wanhye me wanye me hwe onya oba fufura na ni bire afo ho oba bi no wa sport se no wa boni te no apagya no kon so me kwa na me ka se ni kon bebu o.
this is the hustler story.
Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo. We ask for God's peace and blessings over this event. Amen. Please be seated. My name is Jerry Ajololo, by the grace of God, the Master of Ceremony for this august occasion, and on behalf of the Special Advisor on the SDGs and Sherpa to the President on the Oceans Action, Dr. Eugene Owusu, the entire SDG Advisory Unit, together with your partners, let me say good morning to you, the President of our Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the Volta Regional Minister and Dean of the Regional Ministers, the Honorable Dr. Archibald Lecha, the Western Regional Minister, the Honorable Kwabena Donkor, the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, the Honorable Samuel Abu-Jinapor MP, the Ambassador of the United States to Ghana, Her Excellency Virginia Palmer, the Ambassador of the Kingdom of Denmark to Ghana, His Excellency Tom Norring, the Ambassador of the Kingdom of Norway to Ghana, Her Excellency Ingrid Molstad, the Ambassador of the Republic of Korea to Ghana, His Excellency Jun Tik Lim, the Chargé d'Affaires of the High Commission of Barbados to Ghana, Her Excellency Juliet Bab Riley, the representative of the Gamanche, who is the Chief of Asre Shono Ni Kwabena Donkor II, the President of the Volta Regional House of Chiefs, Togbe Tepre Hodo IV, the Omanhene of Esikado, Nanankobna Ketia V, esteemed traditional and religious leaders, the UN Resident Coordinator to Ghana, His Excellency Charles Abani, the World Bank Country Director, Mr. Pierre Laporte, the Ocean Sherpa to President Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, and the Deputy Chief of Staff, Executive Office of the President, the Honorable Josephat Nanok, the Chief of Naval Staff, Rear Admiral Issa Yakubu, Chair of the NDPC, Professor George Chan Bafo, Chair of the Council of Elders of the MPP, the Honorable Hakman Uswajiman, heads of international development organizations, development partners, civil society organizations, members of academia, local and international maritime and security organizations, directors of ministries, departments and agencies, MMDCs, captains of industry.
Yejuma e was said the awankasa obesomu a obesomu no e na obehu se sika wo na se sika ni
juma na me minim dia menya wo che bia ne bokra na minim dia menya wo
bi baba se oba ba de odi ni ko school a dachi obe ware akotena be ma bi fie ntinya de papa bi a obe ya ma wo nti ni mama nyina wa fa ya ko school
juma we de me kan kwala o ye juma banka on fa on to metuma ka me de kubebe 1000 pieces be ba metuma nya profit be 2000 won
obi amini wa wonkola me say ya me hwa de mpo na hye me kawa pon mu say me sumi wo nipemu e wanye me hwa de wanhye wanye me hwe onye oba fufura na ni bire afo ho oba bi no wa sport to sen wa boni ten wa peja no consum ko na me ka say ni kombe bu o
This is the hustler story.
Dr. Kwabena Donkor, welcome to GhanaWeb TV.
Thank you.
Honorable, how was your upbringing like, your childhood and your background? How was it like for you?
Well, I'm the eldest of the surviving children of the late Nana Kwabena Donkor, better known as J.K. Donkor, a farmer, transport owner, businessman. And I had a very normal upbringing in Yeji, where I started from primary one. I lived with my grandmom until she passed away. And in those days, before the Akosombo Dam, there was the real Volta River. And there was this pontoon across the river that was pulled from either side by a chain. And you had Fulani herdsmen swimming on the back of their cattle across the Volta River as it was then. And a part of Fiji was called Salt Town. And I remember we had electricity then with these huge street lights. Life was simple. My grandmother was a trader. She sold food. She sold foodstuffs as well. And I started class 1 in LA number 2 primary school. So very, very ordinary, like the average rural dweller. Yeji was this small commercial town then. And there was nothing spectacular about my upbringing.
What were your early challenges? At what point did you decide to come to the city? Did you ever, was there any challenge growing up when you were in the rural area?
No, my involvement in national politics, and that was really what brought me to Accra, was as a result of my youthful exuberance in the late 70s and early 80s when first the AFRC and then later the PNDC came into power, right from the Student and Youth Task Force days all the way to the Projects and Programs Department of the then INCC, Interim National Coordinating Committee of PDCs and WDCs. Incidentally, here in Job 600, then called the State House.
Wow.
Yeah, with Inyeya Yen, Atampugri, Chris Atim, that whole group. Yes. That was really what brought me to the city. At that time, some of us genuinely believed we could change the world. I still have that fire, I still have that passion, the passion for the development of Ghana. And it's always, for me, it's always been about the development of this country. One of the things I've come to realize in life that no matter what you achieve as an individual, whether in academia, whether in the scientific field, whether in business, if your country does not develop, you are not respected. And so for me, the development of Ghana is still my number one dream, is still my passion. And I believe God created me the way He's created me to be an advocate for the development of Ghana, starting from the district or the constituency all the way up. And that is my life story. It's about development. It's about improving the quality of lives of the people. So for me, my priority is nation, party, self, in that order. And therefore, the development of the nation is so key to my being.
Honorable, what was the turning point for you, being a lawmaker? What inspired you? Who was behind your inspiration? How did you get here?
In fact, indeed, I never wanted to be an MP. That was not,
really?
You know. I've been in government longer than I've been in parliament. I'm in my third term as a parliamentarian. Indeed, it was remember when Professor Mills became the president, he made me a deputy minister for energy. It was from there that I left the ministry to go and establish the Petroleum Commission as the first chief executive of Petroleum Commission. Earlier, I also became the first chief executive of BOST when we set up BOST. And so I've been in government earlier. I was a member of the Confiscated Assets Committee. I was at the PNDC Secretariat. I was at the Council Information Bureau. Yes. So becoming a member of parliament wasn't one of my ambitions. Mine was to serve at the national level. It was the late Professor Mills, and may he so rest in peace, who told me, Kwabena, why don't you become an MP? And that if he had lived and won the 2012 election, he was going to establish a ministry for petroleum. Remember, I was then Chief Executive of Petroleum Commission. So he encouraged me to come to Parliament.
Do you have any regrets? And would you say it was a good decision you make coming to Parliament, or you would have preferred serving the state as a minister, deputy minister, or CEO rather than coming to Parliament?
You see, I believe life serves you with a number of dishes. And it is not an a la carte where you choose what you want to. What life and destiny serves you, take it, make the best out of it, distinguish yourself in that. Becoming a member of Parliament is opening my worldview in areas that I would never have seen if I were just a minister or a chief executive. Yes, in terms of responsibility, you'll be far more comfortable as a minister or as a chief executive if you are not a member of Parliament, because then you don't have a constituency to nurse. Yeah. But in terms of impacting, especially your locality, becoming a member of Parliament is a privilege, an opportunity that should not be missed, particularly if you are development focused.
So, did you face any major challenge within this journey, coming to Parliament, being a minister? Were there any challenges you faced and you almost gave up?
No, as for challenges, yes. You see, you never make omelets without breaking eggs. And for me, God has dealt with me differently. Anytime I've faced a major hurdle, anytime, like I lost my primaries, I'm taking it coolly because I know how God has dealt with me. Anytime one door closes, a bigger door opens. I will never have gone to school to University of Bristol, Lancaster, PhD, MBA, MSc, if I had not been detained in the so-called Kwashiga coup in 1989, late November 1989. I was then a member of the Confiscated Assets Committee. I was with the Castle Information Bureau, young, active cadre. And yet I was picked up.
For doing nothing.
For doing nothing. Of course, I've always been vociferous. I've never minced my words when I believe something must be said. And therefore, I was picked up ostensibly for being part of a coup attempt. Of course, investigations proved otherwise, and I was cleared. And that was the launching part for me to go back to school. Okay. So anytime something has happened to me, you see, there is a silver lining in every cloud. You just have to look for it. Yeah, so the challenges have been there when I had to resign as Minister for Power. Yes, it was sad because literally we had finished resolving the issues of load shedding, and every Ghanaian knows that, and yet I had to go. And when I left, what that has brought to me is greater credibility among the Ghanaian populace. So yes, you know, life is not going to be a smooth ride. There will be bumps. But even then, look out for the best in the bumps.
Honorable, because you mentioned it, I know this primaries was a major challenge for you because of how the outcome. Did it come to you as a surprise?
Absolutely. It came to me as a surprise. But again, on reflection, it is a real challenge that we have in our electoral politics, especially in the deprived districts and constituencies. do you place emphasis on the development of the area, or you place emphasis on pleasing your branch executives? Not the population, just the branch executives. Because in my case, in Pro East, about 927 people formed our conclave, our electoral college to elect the PC. Do you satisfy this group, or you satisfy the broader population? In Pro East, I chose to satisfy the broader population. I don't regret it. I paid the price for it, so be it. Because, for example, one of the arguments was that, yes, you've built schools, you've built CHIPS compounds, you've connected communities to the national grid, you've done boreholes, you've provided water. But all those things were provided for both NDC and MPP supporters.
So they wanted.
So what have you done for me as a branch executive or as a delegate?
And this cost you the election?
Oh, it was all about that, other than some external hands, that's okay. But the core of it was, and a number of MPs have that problem. People come, yes, you've done, helped develop the area, yes, you've done this, you've built schools, you've lobbied for rules, you've done so well in the case of infrastructure, even in skills training, we've done all that. But for me as a delegate, branch executives, what have you done for us separately?
That was the personal, individual benefits.
Precisely. And for some of us, as I said earlier, my priority is the nation, the party, and self. If the nation develops, we all benefit. If the constituency develops, if we provide health facilities, especially for those of us from deprived districts, if you provide health facilities, you provide electricity, you provide schools, you provide potable water. Look, you have no idea when a woman particularly has to walk 4 miles to the nearest water source after coming from the farm to go and fetch water to come and cook before going to bed. By the time she goes to bed, she's totally exhausted. Yeah. And as I used to tell the farmers, because the woman is totally exhausted, nothing can happen. So the husband wakes up the next morning also in a bad mood.
Yeah.
So this is society. And so for me, the development of the area, the physical, the economic, the spatial development, the provision of facilities is core to the work of the MP from a rural area. If you are from an urban area, the challenges are different. And so there is always a clash between the individual. Are you going to pamper delegates so that they will continuously vote for you? Or you're going to develop the broader environment so that come general election, you go to every community, they have something they can look up to.
Dr.
So that is the challenge.
Can right this wrong, because if everybody believes they have to gain personal benefits before they could vote for somebody, it's a big challenge, because it means that they put aside the general development of the constituency to self-benefits. Is this something we should look out for, and how can we make this right?
We should be looking a lot more at education, educating the people. Educating the people, and when I talk of education, I'm not talking of classroom type education, conscientizing the people.
Whose duty is that supposed to be?
The Center for Civic Education, the National Center for Civic Education, in fact, all of us collectively, we must refocus what politics means. You see, if you look at the history of development in the last 50 years, those countries that have made major progress are those countries that are focused not on personal gratification, but on the development of the nation. They have strong internal consistencies. For example, I just got my research officer assistant to pull certain data for me. If you look at Ghana, South Korea, Singapore, Malaysia, in 1962, Ghana was ahead of all of them. GDP per capita, Human Development Index, all through to the early 70s when they started pulling away from Ghana, because unlike focusing on the individual, they focus on developing the national economy. And as the national economy develops, all of us benefit. Yes. But when you concentrate on the development of the individual at the expense of the collective, then there becomes institutionalized instability in the body politic, and that is a challenge.
What was your plan right now that sadly you lost the election? I think it's going to have an impact.
Oh, no. First of all, I still have 1.5 years to be a member of parliament. Secondly, I still have to work for my party to win the national election. And thirdly, I can always find something to do. I can go back to the academia, I can go to consultancy, and if my party wins, I could still, my services could still be designed by leadership. And so I just have less stress in a constituency today.
My last question. We have the youth these days who look up to politicians, who are also desperate, thinking coming to parliament is one of the easiest ways to make money. We have a lot of people who look up to you. What are your words of encouragement to these people? How should they go about their politics in a very sane manner?
Politics is not about making money. Unfortunately, that is the perception that some have, and I believe it is an erroneous perception. If you come to politics to make money, you will never make an impact. You come to politics to serve. And in serving the people, you have the appropriate recognition. You will build the appropriate networks that you may later be able to leverage for a livelihood once you've left politics. Politics must never be about making money. Anybody who comes into politics to make money is in the wrong profession. And definitely, nemesis will catch up with the person. Come to politics, I advise the youth, and personally, I would think that I would discourage people from coming into political office straight from school. I rather encourage people to work, gain some experience, whether in industry, in business, in academia, in entrepreneurship.
Why so, Doc?
What are you bringing to Parliament? You see, if you come to Parliament, especially at the committee stage, the most effective people are people who bring something on board. Okay. For example, when it comes to the energy space, I've been Chief Executive of BOST, I've been Deputy Minister for Energy, I've been Chief Executive of Petroleum Commission, all before becoming an MP. So I bring something on board.
Oh, thank you so much, Honorable. It's been nice talking to you. So I've been speaking to former Minister for Power, Dr. Kwabena Donkor, who is also the Member of Parliament for Pro East. I am Nimatu Yakubu Atoyese, GhanaWeb TV.
Now,
Susu sang kwai bi a wan to nam bia e man kwai bebre.
Mommy, you fish can see about Kotoso. Pepoga, send me sika from Lemonade Finance. Wabra young Tennessee. And let me £10.
Lemonade Finance.
Say they're sending money back home from UK, Canada, and now US. I accepted an instant charges. extinguishing in so ye unbeatable. We should me promo code Dr. Like nenya £10, $10 and $10 Canadian dollars for the first transaction. What is send this download to Lemonade Finance.
Welcome to the Ghana ICT Hub, a partnership between MTN Ghana and the Government of Ghana through the Ministry of Communications and Digitization. MTN pledged to support Ghana's digitization agenda in line with its ambition to lead the delivery of digital solutions for Africa's progress. In fulfillment of this pledge, MTN Ghana has committed $25 million toward the realization of the Ghana ICT Hub project. The objectives of the Ghana ICT Hub project is anchored on the following: to create an ICT-enabled environment for human capital and ICT skills development, to develop an ICT ecosystem through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development, to provide a modern, state-of-the-art physical infrastructure to serve as a pillar for the digital Ghana agenda. The physical infrastructure, when completed, will provide 4,000 square meters of space with the following facilities: laboratories for technology training and research, innovation hub, co-working spaces for tech innovation startups, Tier 3 data center, conferencing facilities, offices and meeting rooms, commercial lettable spaces, gaming area, restaurant, ancillary facilities. The technology laboratories will be fitted with the next generation ICT equipment and applications to provide the youth of Ghana with practical training in Industry 4.0 technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, cloud computing, 3D printing, robotics, Internet of Things, IoT, advanced manufacturing techniques, cybersecurity, genetic engineering. The project also seeks to establish a complete ecosystem at the hub through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development. The ecosystem shall comprise of MDAs, technology companies, startups, incubators, research agencies, leading universities globally, foundations worldwide, to create a community. 1. The ecosystem community shall bridge the divide between academia and industry and provide solutions to challenges in the key sectors of health, agriculture, and educational sectors of the economy. 2. It shall also run an innovation program providing mentoring and networking for the youth in tech startups. 3. The ecosystem community shall establish an innovation fund to support startups, research agencies, and other entities in the ecosystem. MTN Ghana and the Ministry of Communications and Digitization are championing the Ghana digital agenda for Ghana's development. Welcome to the digital age.
I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker.
Have a goodness rich in milk and butter in Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers, simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Go Ghana! Are you struggling to pay your huge rent advance? Do you wish to pay your rent on monthly basis? Then good news is here. The Government of Ghana has introduced the National Rental Assistance Scheme to help Ghanaians, especially the youth, pay for their rent on a monthly basis. To qualify, an applicant must show proof of the following minimum requirements: be a Ghanaian, possess a valid Ghana card, you must be an adult of 18 years and above, have a verifiable employment or earned income. To apply, visit www.nras.gov.gh. The scheme is currently operational in the following regions: Greater Accra Region, Ashanti Region, Eastern Region, Western Region, Bono East Region, and the Northern Region. For further inquiries, contact 0551 341 515 or 0550 408 879. National Rental Assistance Scheme, making renting accessible for all. Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment.
Now,
back canoe crane. Susu sang pine, be a want to be a man in quite baby.
Mommy, you basically see about Kotoso. People got sending me sick from Lemonade Finance. While Brian did the shit and let me £2.
Lemonade Finance.
Say they're sending money back home from UK, Canada, and now US. I accepted a instant charges. Extinguishing in so unbeatable. We should be promo code Dr. Like £10, $10, and $10 Canadian for the first transaction. What is sending this guy? Download to Lemonade Finance.
Welcome to the Ghana ICT Hub, a partnership between MTN Ghana and the Government of Ghana through the Ministry of Communications and Digitization. MTN pledged to support Ghana's digitization agenda in line with its ambition to lead the delivery of digital solutions for Africa's progress. In fulfillment of this pledge, MTN Ghana has committed $25 million toward the realization of the Ghana ICT Hub project. The objectives of the Ghana ICT Hub project is anchored on the following: to create an ICT-enabled environment for human capital and ICT skills development, to develop an ICT ecosystem through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development, to provide a modern, state-of-the-art physical infrastructure to serve as a pillar for the digital Ghana agenda. The physical infrastructure, when completed, will provide 4,000 square meters of space with the following facilities: laboratories for technology training and research, innovation hub, co-working spaces for tech innovation startups, Tier 3 data center, conferencing facilities, offices and meeting rooms, commercial lettable spaces, gaming area, restaurant, ancillary facilities. The technology laboratories will be fitted with the next generation ICT equipment and applications to provide the youth of Ghana with practical training in Industry 4.0 technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, cloud computing, 3D printing, robotics, Internet of Things, IoT, advanced manufacturing techniques, cybersecurity, genetic engineering. The project also seeks to establish a complete ecosystem at the hub through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development. The ecosystem shall comprise of MDAs, technology companies, startups, incubators, research agencies, leading universities globally, foundations worldwide, to create a community. 1. The ecosystem community shall bridge the divide between academia and industry and provide solutions to challenges in the key sectors of health, agriculture, and educational sectors of the economy. 2. It shall also run an innovation program providing mentoring and networking for the youth in tech startups. 3. The ecosystem community shall establish an innovation fund to support startups, research agencies, and other entities in the ecosystem. MTN Ghana and the Ministry of Communications and Digitization are championing the Ghana digital agenda for Ghana's development. Welcome to the digital age.
I want you so bad, alpha cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, alpha cracker. I want you so bad, alpha cracker.
Alpha goodness rich in milk and butter. In Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers. Simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Go Ghana! Are you struggling to pay your huge rent advance? Do you wish to pay your rent on monthly basis? Then good news is here. The Government of Ghana has introduced the National Rental Assistance Scheme to help Ghanaians, especially the youth, pay pay for their rent on a monthly basis. To qualify, an applicant must show proof of the following minimum requirements. Be a Ghanaian, possess a valid Ghana card. You must be an adult of 18 years and above, have a verifiable employment or earned income. To apply, visit www.nras.gov.gh. The scheme is currently operational in the following regions: Greater Accra Region, Ashanti Region, Eastern Region, Western Region, Bono East Region, and the Northern Region. For further inquiries, contact 0551 341 515 or 0550 408 879. National Rental Assistance Scheme, making renting accessible for all.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment.
Wow.
Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy.
Oh, McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Ejuma bia ye ejuma. E wo se dia wankasa obesomu a obesomu no na obehu se sika wo na se sika ni.
Juma na me ya no minim dia menya wo. Che bia no bokra na minim dia menya wo.
Bi baba se obaba de odi ni ko school a. Dachi obeware akotena be ma bi fie ntinya de papa bia obeya ma wo. Nti ni mama nyina wa fa yan ko school.
Juma we de me kan kwalo o ye juma banka won fa won to no. Metuma ka se me de kubebe 1000 pieces beba. Metuma nya profit be 2000 won.
Obi amini wa hunkola me say me hwade mpo na hye me kawa pon so say me so me wo nipa mu wanye me hwade wanhye wanye me hwe onye oba fofura na ni bire afo ho oba bi no o sport sen wa boni ten wa pagya no konso me kwa na me ka se ni kombe bu.
This is the hustler story.
Ghana, are you struggling to pay your huge rent advance? Do you wish to pay your rent on monthly basis? Then good news is here. The government of Ghana has introduced the National Rental Assistance Scheme to help Ghanaians, especially the youth, pay for their rent on a monthly basis. To qualify, an applicant must show proof of the following minimum requirements. Be a Ghanaian, possess a valid Ghana card. You must be an adult of 18 years and above, have a verifiable employment or earned income. To apply, visit www.nras.gov.gh. The scheme is currently operational in the following regions: Greater Accra Region, Ashanti Region, Eastern Region, Western Region, Bono East Region, and the Northern Region. For further inquiries, contact 0551 341 515 or 0550 408 879. National Rental Assistance Scheme, making renting accessible for all.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment.
Wow.
Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy.
Oh, McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Ejuma bia ye ejuma. E wo se dia wankasa obesomu a obesomu no na obehu se sika wo na se sika ni.
Juma na me ya no minim dia menya wo. Che bia no bokra na minim dia menya wo.
Bi baba se obaba de odi ni ko school a. Dachi obeware akotena be ma bi fie ntinya de papa bia obeya ma wo. Nti ni mama nyina wa fa yan ko school.
Juma we de me kan kwalo o ye juma banka won fa won to no. Metuma ka se me de kubebe 1000 pieces beba. Metuma nya profit be 2000 won.
Obi amini wa hunkola me say me hwade mpo na hye me kawa pon so say me so me wo nipa mu One him had one shim, one you she, or no bafra, and a nibre. I found her baby no I was supposed to send what bone tell my president consume one and can come boo.
That's the hustler story.
OECD country, 35%. Why in Africa is 17%? And some countries is 10%. Why other countries are also, some other countries like SADC region in South Africa and Namibia is about 25%. In Ghana, it's 11%. So it means we can improve that. If we improve that, we'll be able to mobilize resources to finance ourselves. Taking any country from 10 to 20% of tax is a lot of resources that we can mobilize.
Hello and welcome to BizTech on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Na Oyekote. On this episode, we talk about Africa's journey towards a single currency. And I have with me here Dr. Dosina Yeo. Did I get the name right?
Yeah.
He was the former acting director of the AU. So yeah, Dr. Dosina Yeo, welcome to BizTech on GhanaWeb TV.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, so can you, for the purpose of education and helping our audience understand what this whole single African currency is all about, can you briefly explain to us what it's all about and what it entails?
Yeah, the African common currency is about for all African countries to use the same currency to trade among ourselves. Currently, we have 42 currencies in Africa. So we like to bring, and these are creating barrier between countries to trade. Because if you want to trade with Ghana, you have to go through US dollar first. You have to convert CFA to US dollar and then US dollar to CD before you trade. So that makes some cost of a lot of cost and difficult to trade among ourselves. So we need to really to mitigate that risk, those problems, to ensure that if we take any good from Cote d'Ivoire, we come here and sell directly in the same currency, and that will avoid many challenges that we are currently facing now in Africa.
Okay, so but when did this whole idea begin?
The whole idea when beginning after the independence. Africa want to come together. After the independence, we were fighting against the liberalization and also independence of African countries. We want to now come together to integrate Africa. So integrate Africa economically, politically, and socially. So we come to speak with one voice at international level. So the economic integration came to force when the Abuja Treaty was established in 1991 and entered into force in 1994. And from that day to the Europa was set into 6 stages to up to 28 and 2032. We were expecting to have the African Central Bank with a common currency, but that process has different stages with the CFC that was approved in 2018, and also the creation of the regional currencies, West Africa currency, East Africa currency, and North Africa currency, etc., which will converge toward the creation of a single currency for the whole continent to enable Africa to trade among ourselves efficiently and gain also a lot of benefit beyond to having a common currency in Africa.
Okay, so from your just ended submissions, I realized it started in the early 1990s. Would you say Africa has lagged behind? I mean, it's taken it's taken decades upon decades. Would you say Africa has lagged behind in establishing its own currency?
Yeah.
I mean, dealing with 42 currencies is a whole lot.
We are lacking beyond, and that is true, because if we are expecting to reach the point, the final stage in 2028, and now we are pushing to 2024. So that means we are maybe 10 years, we are moving we are projecting ourselves for more than 10 years more. So that means we are really lacking, and even I'm not even sure that 2042 we meet it, because several engineers are there and still adopting common macroeconomic convergence criteria. All those have been approved, but the mechanism to ensure that member state countries are implementing those convergence criteria is unclear, and we are not really starting implementing them. So we are not starting implementing them as common Africa in the farthest region, which means that maybe later on we push 42 to maybe to 2050. I don't know, but I'm not saying things that probably a lot of things that.
What are some of the challenges or the barriers? How can those barriers be addressed?
For example, when in our discussion we talk about vulnerability, and we also talk about the different level of countries. We are very. After Africa, you think that Africa is just one country. We have many. We have 5 countries with different level of development, with different culture and variety of things. So it's very difficult to ask each one of them to convert to the same point of the same level, because we are exporting, we are all, and we also, the vulnerability is also so much because we are exporting all our raw material outside. Whenever there is any shock, exogenous shock, external shock, we are all affected. Because our economy is really external driven, not internal driven, and we have to work on that. And then we have African head of state are thinking out to ensure that we really create a resilient economy with structural transformation. We need to transform our economy, not only driven by raw material, but structurally transform to ensure that we produce locally our good and trade among ourselves, to ensure that we don't really external shock will affect that, but it will really affect that at least if we're really trying to transform ourselves locally.
Okay, but do you think we can get there? Do you think we are doing the right thing to get to where we want to be, to realize this implementation? Are stakeholders doing what they are supposed to do? From where you sit, do you think they are?
As we always said, we have brilliant ideas in Africa. When you think about Agenda 2063, Abuja Treaty, if you start reading these things, you say that there are brilliant ideas, there are brilliant documents, but where we are lacking is implementation. And we need, as one of the panelists have mentioned, we need to really start working and take bold action. So we all know the benefit of this, but why we are not doing it? So we need political commitment, really political commitment, ensure that, and push to do it, to do things right. Finger there, right finger there. Why EU did it? Because we didn't also start. It didn't come like this in EU. We also have a conversion criteria. We start working seriously in implementing them, and then we reach the Euro stage, and then we create the EU and the Euro. So we can also do the same thing. It's doable, but we need a really bold action and implementation.
Okay. So yesterday I was listening to your submission whilst on the Dodi Princess. Yes, you mentioned some 5 stability issues with regards to the slowing down of the single currency. Can you reiterate that for us?
There are 8 conversion criteria. I will maybe so, for example, debt to GDP ratio, which should be below 70%. So one of the criteria. Or inflation ratio should be less than 5%. Some regions are 7%, 10%. Some are 3% in the Euro zone. So some countries are challenging to make sure that to reduce the inflation rate because of the shocked. With regard to debt ratio, I also continue my personal view on that also. It's good to have that debt ratio, but with that level of debt ratio, Africa cannot develop. You cannot develop, you cannot build a hotel like this with your salary. You have to borrow. But if you borrow, you have to build the hotel and you have to generate revenue to pay back. If you are capable to pay back, I think that we should not stop you to borrowing. But the problem is if you borrow and you are not capable to borrow back because you use the money instead of producing something that will generate revenue, you use it to something that will not generate anything. You will have debt crisis. And that is the position that Africa is, and we need to work on that. And also one of the criteria is also tax to GDP ratio. I was saying in my presentation that Africa has a lot of resources, and we are not really taxing. The tax ratio is very low. In average, is 17%, as compared to other developing world, which is about in Latin America is about 22%. OECD country, 35%. Why in Africa is 17%, and some countries even is 10%. Why other countries are also some other countries like SADC region in South Africa and Namibia is about 25%. In Ghana it's 11%. So it means we can improve that. If we improve that, we'll be able to mobilize resources to finance ourselves. Taking any country from 10 to 20% of tax is a lot of resources that we can mobilize. In addition to that, we are also a lot of resources that are also going out through illicit financial flow. At the same time, we are borrowing, we are asking developed partners to give us ODA, official development assistance, or of FDIs, foreign direct investment. So when you put ODA plus foreign development and foreign direct investment, FDI, is less than the money that's going out of Africa. So which means if we're trying to stop illicit financial flow and we improve our tax system, Africa will have enough resources to really move forward. And those countries we are helping Africa, they are collecting from their tax, by their citizens. Why we should not do it from our side? So it also I'm trying to do a lot of literacy, education of our population, culture of tax, because most of people we don't really educated well, and also our culture to tax to pay tax back is very difficult for an African to pay tax. But if we don't pay tax, don't expect the government to build a good road.
I agree with you. But you know, we also pay tax. I mean, you go to the supermarkets, you go to restaurants, maybe the informal sectors like our local markets where we really do not pay tax for goods and services. I think we do, but I had some conversations with some people and they're like, okay, yeah, we pay taxes, but we don't see anything. Africa is the way it is since my grandma was born. So I don't know how you're going to solve that issue.
Yeah,
I mean, Ghana has started these exercises of taking taxes from companies that have been found wanting, you know.
Yeah, so I fully agree with you when you said that we don't see what government doing with our tax. This is true in many places in Africa. And that's why I'm saying there are a lot of illicit financial flow. You pay tax and then the tax resources are taken to and go outside to put in the tax events. You see? So we have to work on that. We have to work on that to address the issue of governance, of mismanagement, tax efficiency. So if we work on that side, and we have seen the little tax that are collected are put in the right way, building constructing infrastructure and also hospital and education system. So citizens, and we continue also working with cultural educating citizens to tell them that the tax you are paying, this is the result of your tax you are paying. We collect tax from you, this is the school we are building, we collect tax from you, this is the road we build. I think with that those narrative we can be able to change the mentality and the culture in Africa.
Okay. Dr. Dosina, yeah, it's been an interesting conversation so far, but we'll take a quick break and then we'll be right back.
Thank you.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment. Wow. Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy.
Oh, McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today.
This advert
is FDA approved.
Welcome back from this break. We've been speaking to Dr. Dosina Yao on Africa generating its own single currency. The conversation has been interesting so far. Let's get back to him and see what more he has to tell us. All right, so Doc, welcome back from the break once again.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so we want to speak on digitization. Do you think that can boost the single currency? Do you think it will play a major role when it comes to Africa's single currency?
Yeah, I do think that that's very important. Yeah, we know that every part of Africa, digitization is moving forward, and many youth are using it to do many things. We are seeing also digital money that also ongoing, and based on that, we have a African Bank. I don't know if you are aware of African Bank. We have come up with a payment system that is now trying to help Africa. While waiting for the creation of the African Central Bank, with a common currency, we have a payment system that is able to use our local currency. We don't need to go through euro or dollar to trade among us. We can use that payment system that use our own currency to trade among ourselves. And digital currencies also, digitalization also facilitate the trading among ourselves, which is very low now because of the several challenges because of currency, but we can be able to transfer money among ourselves to easy digital payment system, digital trade, etc. E-commerce are also facilitating of the implementation of the CFTA that we because sometimes we are the main challenges with CFTA. What we are foreseeing is the infrastructure. Moving so we in Africa, we are facing a lot of challenges when it comes to infrastructure. The ticket to move from one African country to another country is more expensive by moving from one country of Africa to Europe or to any place on the world outside Africa. So also we try to reduce that with digital payment. We'll be able to really improve our trade system that was challenged by the infrastructure. So we think that digitalization, our economy will really help us to move forward and facilitate fast-tracking the creation of the African currency.
Okay, so you were speaking about AFTA and boosting of trade. Do you think AFTA has been in the system for a while now? Do you think it can really boost trade among Africans?
AFTA?
AFTA, AFCFTA, African Continental. Do you think it can boost trade?
No, it has not been there for long.
For a while. So maybe let's say 2 years. 2 years back. Yeah. 2 years, yes.
No, but
are we channeling on the right path? Let me ask you that.
Yeah, I'm thinking that we are really moving forward. I'm seeing many meetings on CFTA. Negotiator was here. We negotiated on protocol. I'm not really versed on that, but we have a negotiator that are also working out to ensure that all document protocol related to trade are facilitating, and countries are signing to it and be able to take it over. But as I mentioned earlier, is the implementation. Sometimes it's good we negotiate things and document very hardly, but when it comes to take the step forward, we have difficulty to implement that. And I was listening to one of the panelists here. We said that government may sign things government to government, but when it comes to actual implementation at the ground, where we are facing challenges, sometimes information that is not challenged to directly be implemented, and we need really to work with the implementer to ensure that whatever we approve at head of state level is really domesticated at national level to ensure that all parties involved are doing their work actually and report back. I think with that, without that, we'll be signing approval, taking champion at a high level, and be impossible to implement because remember, grassroots people are not really involved in the discussion that are happening in Addis Ababa or elsewhere when it comes to discussion among head of state and government.
Okay, so that's why you mentioned sensitization to the locals or the masses, is that it?
Sensitization, building culture, changing, and yes, you really sensitize public people, citizens.
Okay. All right. Okay, Doc. So what are your final words?
My final word is that the common currency is the way to go. With that, we have many benefits. If we really want to build a sustainable development and achieve the Africa we want, we need to have a common currency. But before that, there are many steps we need to follow. Conversions, criteria, building infrastructure among ourselves. You can have a common currency and we will not be able to trade among ourselves. What Ghana today, I want to ask that question. Do you think what Ghana can trade with Cote d'Ivoire in the current economic level? We are basically selling the same thing. We are selling cocoa. Cote d'Ivoire is selling cocoa. Cote d'Ivoire cannot sell cocoa to Ghana. So unless we change our economic structure to be able to trade among ourselves, Cote d'Ivoire can produce something that is different than what Ghana producing, so that Cote d'Ivoire can sell to Ghana, and also the same thing, Cote d'Ivoire also, Ghana can also produce something that is different from what Cote d'Ivoire importing and sell to Cote d'Ivoire. Unless we change the structure of our economy, it will be very difficult, even if we are common currency. It will not be able to trade. And the issue of infrastructure, road, transport, sea, maritime. So all these are energy also, energy costs. So all these need to be put in place to ensure that we really have this will really change our future and have a brighter Africa for ourselves and our future generation. This is doable, and let's work together, put hands together to ensure that we really achieve what Kwame Nkrumah and had founder have drilled for.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Dosina Yao. It's been great having you on BizTech, and we hope to have you another time.
Thank you.
All right. So that's it for BizTech on GhanaWeb TV. Like Dr. Dosina Yao said, a single African currency is possible, but we need the right policies, and we have to work together as a continent. My name is Na Oyukote. Thanks for watching.
I really miss you all, and this is going to be my official first video, adventure video in 2023. I'm really happy. How have you been? How did you celebrate your Christmas? How's the new year? Let me know. Share in the comment section. I'm really interested. How I look for today. I'm actually here with Location Ghana. The first stop is in Aburi, and I hope you enjoy watching this vlog. So let's go. Let's explore Aburi. Hi, meet the team behind Location Ghana.
Hello guys. Hi. I'm Walter Akins and this is Precious Ghana, and together we are Location Ghana. Location Ghana is a travel company / media company, and we've been in existence since 2019. But we only started doing tours about a year ago, and yeah, we are the two powerhouse behind it, and this is the brains. This is the magic.
Yeah, so guys, we are about to begin the trip. I'm very happy. Meet Ola. Ola is my Benin friend I met today. Say hi.
Hi, how are you?
So yeah, we are leaving now. It took us 30 minutes drive from Accra Mall to the Aburi Botanical Gardens.
You're going to see things that you've not seen before. You will hear things that you've not heard before. Our old people say that if you sit at one place, you marry your own sister. Do you understand that? What is misses this? You have to go out and look for the woman. But if you sit at home, you will marry your own sister. That is why learning has a lot to offer than fasting. Every day we learn. The key to rest is learning. People who traveled, they don't easily become angry. Every learner is successful. So you're not only here to look at trees, but to also learn one or two things. You know, Aburi Garden is among the 1,600 botanical gardens in the world. It was established by the British in 1890. It covers a total land area of 160 acres. It's a very big place. So this is what you rub in our lips. Will you worry your husband again for money? You won't again. No problem. You see? Yeah. Teak. This is teak plant. Stick, you know, teak lipstick. See, that's how it is. From the leaves. You see that?
Can I have one, please?
Yeah.
Thank
they use this to act.
So guys, this is how the plant looks like, and this is a natural lipstick. I'm going to try it myself here. I'm going to try it. Let's see. Just a little water. Oh, do you have water? Yeah, well, guys, look, you can even see my fingers are already red. Let me attempt to use for my lips. Ah, it's working.
You have to rub it well and put it on our lips. Share butter tree. Look at that. Share butter tree is this. The fruit is edible, very sweet fruit like mango. Shea butter. Hope you know shea butter, right? Do you use shea butter?
Yes.
Good. This is the tree you get the oil from. But from the seed that has been processed to make the oil, it has to go through a lot of process. It's very difficult. And the fruit is edible. The bark of the tree is medicinal. When you have runny stomach, you cut the bark, boil it and drink. It stops immediately.
Go. But if you won't fetch it, you come the same way.
Yeah, this is how the teak tree is looking now. This is the inside. It's a very big space. I've been here a lot of times, but it never gets old. This is how it looks like.
Yes.
What happened? You didn't go inside.
I did.
I
made it.
Planted in 1895. Look at it. Royal palm trees from Florida. They're as old as the cedar trees. From up right to the bottom here. The same palms you saw at the main entrance when you're coming inside. The same palms. That avenue is beautiful than here. India's, Jamaicans, Lebanese and Chinese that eat jackfruit a lot, but we don't eat it here. Here is just waste. Yeah, we don't eat that.
This is how it looks like. If you eat jackfruit, let me know in the comment section, how does it taste like? I hear it's a full meal. Is it true? Let me know in the comment section.
Nutmeg serves as a sleeping tablet for people who cannot sleep well in the night. It's only when you get dry, you make it to powder, add milk and drink. You'll be able to sleep very well. Sometimes when you put it too much in your food, you feel sleeping. So you don't use it too much, otherwise you're going to sleep. The red one around is called maize. Can you see that? Yeah. Maize, M-A-C-E. They use it to make pepper spray. A lot of women use pepper spray to defend themselves. Yeah, women use that a lot.
So this is a nutmeg tree right here in Ghana, Aburi Botanical Gardens.
This is the nutmeg, the male tree. This is the female tree here. This is another female tree. That is 1:2 together. So without the male, the female will not be able to bear fruit. So this woman here is more closer to the man. It has a lot of fruit on it. This woman here is 50 meters apart from the man. It has only few. Nature understands itself. You get that? This is the real wife to the man.
This is side
Nutmeg, and this is how the fruit looks like. Look closely, it's very orange and yellow there.
This is where we get palm oil from the fruit, the red oil. red oil from the fruit. This is a tree.
Wow.
Now, when we break the shell, there's a nut in the shell. We'll get another oil from that. So basically, we get 2 different types of oil from the same palm tree. I want to break this, and you see the nut inside. That one is white nut. It was planted by the British on 23rd March 1924, 99 years old. 99. The leaves is used to prepare okra stew. Look at the leaves. That is what we use to prepare okra stew. You know okra? Yeah. Okra, good. They seem like okra. We eat the leaves. Now, in the olden days, these were the type of trees that our forefathers used to live inside. They were living in the buttress. See the buttress? This is 1 bedroom. What they do is to put up a tent.
This is an allspice, and it really smells very strong. Like, this would be good for jollof. Yeah.
Oh.
You see, it's very strong.
Yeah.
So spicy. So when you come to Aburi, you can also get this plant. So guys, this is the cinnamon plant, and when you even come closer to the tree and you smell it, it really smells like cinnamon. So guys, we just ended the tour here at the Aburi Botanical Gardens. Make it a point to visit here whenever you're in Ghana. There are a lot of tree species here, a lot of spices, a lot to learn about plants here at the Aburi Botanical Gardens. Make it a point to visit here. So we are going to the next stop, and yeah, of course you all are coming along, so let's go. We are currently leaving the Aburi Botanical Gardens to Asinima Waterfalls. It took us 42 minutes drive from Aburi to Asinima Waterfalls. So guys, the next stop is the Asinima Waterfall, which I've also been here before, and it's yeah, this is how it looks like. We are currently in the dry season, which is called the Hamatan. Like, it's very dry, and so in this season you need a lot of moisturizer for your lips, because your lips can get very dry. So I'm not hoping for a full waterfall today because we are currently in the dry season. So fingers crossed to see how it looks like. I have my bikini in my bag, so let's go guys. This is the only waterfall here in Ghana that the walk is a very short walk. It's actually 5 minutes walk from the entrance to the waterfall. With other waterfalls, it's going to take like 40 minutes walk, 30 minutes walk, 50 minutes walk. So this is these are things you can come here with slippers. So we took some pictures, we took some videos. We're just chilling here, enjoying the scenery and the water. So this is how it looks like here in Asinima Waterfall. It's so beautiful. So guys, we just ended our short tour here at the Asinima waterfall. I hope you enjoyed watching this vlog. Is this a place you visit whenever you're in Ghana? Say hi. Hi. The way you're all looking at me. So guys, as part of the tour, we are going to end our tour here at the Rage Nest Hotel. We are going to have lunch. Kind can see the location, Ghana GH. If you want to explore Ghana with them, I can assure you that they are amazing and they are fun. So let's go have lunch. Let's go. Everybody is having lunch. You're happy, eh? So we are the only ones having banku and tilapia. I'm very happy about it. I haven't had banku and tilapia in a long time, so this is going down. Is this your first time trying banku?
No, this one is better.
This one is nice. So guys, you're invited. I'm done with lunch. I hope you enjoyed watching this vlog as much as I enjoyed being here, as much as I enjoyed my tour here at the eastern region of Ghana. We're currently in the dry season here, and so yeah, this is how it feels like being in Ghana. This is what it feels like doing activities here in Ghana. Until next time, I want to say thank you so much. And if you are visiting Ghana and you want a tour company, I recommend the location Ghana. Their tour packages are beautiful and very affordable. I love you all. Next time on my next video, still here in the eastern region, I'm going to bring another video here in the eastern region. Stay tuned. I love you all so much.
Now, oh, me.
Back canocre. Susu sang pine. Dear one to Nambia, a man in quite bedroom.
Mommy, you basically see my cotoso. Mepoga, send me sick from Lemonade Finance. Wabrian, Tennessee, and let me £10.
Lemonade Finance.
Say they're sending money back home from UK, Canada, and now US. I accepted a instant charges. Exchange rate in Suya. Unbeatable. We should make promo code Dr. Like £10, $10, and $10 Canadian for the first transaction. With this send this download to Lemonade Finance.
Welcome to the Ghana ICT Hub, a partnership between MTN Ghana and the Government of Ghana through the Ministry of Communications and Digitization. MTN pledged to support Ghana's digitization agenda in line with its ambition to lead the delivery of digital solutions for Africa's progress. In fulfillment of this pledge, MTN Ghana has committed $25 million toward the realization of the Ghana ICT Hub project. The objectives of the Ghana ICT Hub project is anchored on the following: to create an ICT-enabled environment for human capital and ICT skills development, to develop an ICT ecosystem through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development, to provide a modern, state-of-the-art physical infrastructure to serve as a pillar for the digital Ghana agenda. The physical infrastructure, when completed, will provide 4,000 square meters of space with the following facilities: laboratories for technology training and research, innovation hub, co-working spaces for tech innovation startups, Tier 3 data center, conferencing facilities, offices and meeting rooms, commercial lettable spaces, gaming area, restaurant, ancillary facilities. The technology laboratories will be fitted with the next generation ICT equipment and applications to provide the youth of Ghana with practical training in Industry 4.0 technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, cloud computing, 3D printing, robotics, Internet of Things, IoT, advanced manufacturing techniques, cybersecurity, genetic engineering. The project also seeks to establish a complete ecosystem at the hub through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development. The ecosystem shall comprise of MDAs, technology companies, startups, incubators, research agencies, leading universities globally, foundations worldwide, to create a community. 1. The ecosystem community shall bridge the divide between academia and industry and provide solutions to challenges in the key sectors of health, agriculture, and educational sectors of the economy. 2. It shall also run an innovation program providing mentoring and networking for the youth in tech startups. 3. The ecosystem community shall establish an innovation fund to support startups, research agencies, and other entities in the ecosystem. MTN Ghana and the Ministry of Communications and Digitization are championing the Ghana Digital Agenda for Ghana's development. Welcome to the digital age.
I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker.
Alpha goodness rich in milk and butter. In Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers. Simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Go Ghana! Are you struggling to pay your huge rent advance? Do you wish to pay your rent on monthly basis? Then good news is here. The government of Ghana has introduced the National Rental Assistance Scheme to help Ghanaians, especially the youth, pay for their rent on a monthly basis. To qualify, an applicant must show proof of the following minimum requirements. Be a Ghanaian, possess a valid Ghana card. You must be an adult of 18 years and above, have a verifiable employment or earned income. To apply, visit www.nras.gov.gh. The scheme is currently operational in the following regions: Greater Accra Region, Ashanti Region, Eastern Region, Western Region, Bono East Region, and the Northern Region. For further inquiries, contact 0551 341 515 or 0550 408 879. National Rental Assistance Scheme, making renting accessible for all.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment. Wow. Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy.
Oh, McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Edwuma bia ye edwuma. E wo se dia wankasa obesomu a obesomu no na obehu se sika wo na se sika ni.
Edwuma na me ye minim dia menya wo. Nche bia ne bokra na minim dia menya wo.
Bi baba se obaba de odi ni ko school a. Dachi obeware kwotena be ma bi fie. Ntinya de papa bia obeya ma wo. Nti ni mama nyina wa fa yan ko school.
Edwuma we de me kan kwalo. O ye edwuma banka ho mfa ho ntom. Metuma ka se me de kubebe 1000 pieces beba. Metuma nya profit be 2000 won.
Obia me ni wa hu kola me. Say me hwa de mpo na hye me kawa pon so mu se me so me wo nipa mu e. Wanye me hwa de wanhye wanye me hwe. Onye oba fofura na na ni bire. Afo ho oba bi no wa sport to se no wa boni te no apagya no kon so me kwa na me ka se ni kon bebu o.
This is the hustler story.
I felt he had a good show in New York or Ghana performing. I managed to watch some of the videos.
Singing
like
word to word.
He killed it.
Yeah.
No, that should be the conversation. And that image be of the and also events. Events. And then the big boys see back mistakes. So now, but this one maybe then it will whitewashing the beauty of the whole thing. And yet.
Hi, thanks for joining us for this episode of eForum on GhanaWeb TV. My name is Agradaa, and today we are seated for a riveting conversation on issues relating to the arts and entertainment, of course, with a touch of wit, as we do it each and every week. And so today too, we are talking about a number of issues. We have 3 issues that we need to look at. Number 1, Funny Face and Vanessa. So Funny Face's baby mama, Vanessa, granted an interview, or say, oh, say dear, say, Funny Face crap and I say dear, or more co-parenting. And I say, oh, what the cry, no more medium in China, watch it, cry now. Oh, be more macona day. Say, oh, person no so about no so could be cry now, or beko, Uncle Fossy, yea. Madam, no, she wants a comeback. Some say, whatever people are saying, they are just inferring from Vanessa's conversation. We also look at Hajia For Real, aka Mona For Real, her alleged romance scandal and her extradition to the UK. And also Hunsem Ababeye Deja. Black Sheriff, some say he has joined also are joining Illuminati. He performed in the US, New York, and the background, you know, Oshenechi, Infunine Yutreguna, na Nkofosi Omohu, Baphomet, eti Edaso, Baphomet, and say, Tina, I say, it is a Ukraine describing it, say, as Senipasa, bois, sir. Illuminati, and people were making reference to some tattoo on his one of his arm. I think it's the right one. So when he came here for a conversation, he mentioned, say, you know, a source of inspiration. So these are the issues that we are seated for a conversation. Joining me, Vida Edutumwa Boatin. Vida Akwaba. Yeah, fine.
Adum Arakwa.
Debia na wayede.
Say si change short to ye die.
Sa.
O se nipa so ye de.
Nipa ye de ni enwene nam.
Sanity. Nya anka beri na.
Caleb Boy is the host of Showbiz 927 on 3FM. Osaya Black Rasta producer. Caleb, thanks for joining us.
And it's okay introduction.
It's
okay introduction. No. The malice intended has been uncovered.
So let's begin with what do you say, Vanessa. Yeah. May I show an interview?
Michelle.
Is there anything wrong with what she said, like the way people are making it look like?
I mean, I commend her. Say, Onya Sakukudrona. Obetina bedroom car say sebi wase be makwase apen na wo san ba betina bedroom car say afedie ofro say be no mani medi 2 weeks o say enye say odene mani be ko ode ombekọ aho hare so tentem na omuso mako experience pressure na onu so e feeling na say opese ye de ne ka ho nso a obekọ na mi bisa say okoye wenchi ana say ye de ne ka ho okoye de ofie o
oh say enkra no wo ho bia enkra no
ebehia bibia
adware omu diapers.
Matthias, I commend her for having the confidence because minim say onim say asem the betudwa a lot of people are going to have a bite at asem because Funny Face wa breye pa. And when he was going through sa depression phase no anytime I be Vanessa bia she seemed okay. Ebiana or no. How I would take it pain is different, but Funny Diano, it became Shankofo di o matem, didi penny for bola, Father Dixon, penny for teacher, na de buy your cry, Jenny Shay. Na fe Ubekona or take psychiatric hospital, na one year cosrano, a baby can was seen in Nema or how hatana or go through a lot.
Yeah.
Ye me no me and ye mean too Funny Face for dear was all ye. Abra no mo share dem mo consumer sem na ye ni ho but the ebehwe say ontena no analyze the situation so feel say ya dia ebeboa na obetimi afa na de say na girl na nya confidence na beka obedwem no onu so nya sakukudro no mbegina bedwem ka say waje ne back but then again no make kire e man na ewo abonten say sinkran krom ha ene Ghana man mu hanom so onye obi manage otina ne fie 2 weeks kra na danase because enough from sa kania ensuo na they say nkwala 4 na kwakodi ne ho obi abeko school obi abetua feeding fee, tua school fees and sana nata de shemu enda from enti yenhu say sad decision way is driven from ahokyere a e wo de kyere e na say your don nso so a eno nso so wo na se kyere wo ho enti ba na opese oba no oma yenhu e ya ahokyere na motivate ne say ommepe baby ade wo ana say ya komemu asem odo no eno so obe ya obehu onipa nanim no eyedin because all kan nyina she was making reference to pressure edanes which is sikasem.
And that's or see she's mature. Like back then, na mature.
Say ohiani to me ma we conscious. I want to me ma we conscious. E ya de da ho because what here wo 2 cedis, I want to add 5 cedis. Wo 2 to better 1. Na ka 1 cedi we 3. Enti no sa maturity no driven from ahokyere no. Wan hwe ye na nsa akọ baby a ho beto wa you slip. Because near na motivate you ma wo join that way no. Wonsa kan e wo silver platter so. So we need to identify the reason. I mean, Funny Face needs to identify the reason for the comeback. If it's born out of ahokyere dia, one shey ni ye. Say your don na asante abadia. Omo kan so ni ehwa.
For those who are not aware of this issue, no, mo we kan maybe Funny Face eko
Kumasi.
O say
Kumasi.
Psychiatric.
Ne Kumasi.
Oko hwe nkwala.
Oh, yeah. And I'm somehow call Accra Psychiatric Hospital. And he had to undergo a certain, process to ensure say na dream a better fine because issues na happen around that time no. Oni obey say na affecting no. And he no hon komo ya na edi no. Vanessa Kra ko sra Funny Face wo hospital ho with Nemano Mikai picture when Kwaku menu near there. So that's the issue and that's the lady we are talking about. Ne baby mamas ni true. Nti bi ana wadwen you say a first one na and
baby mamas.
Is it baby mamas? Ne yire. Enye ne yire no ni e kan.
Okay, police ni.
Enye police ni no ni e kan. The onen Nemano ni Kwaku menu ko sra no wo Accra Psychiatric Hospital no masem ni kan. Caleb, I don't want to say only Funny Face and I find yourself in this position. What would you have done? But what should a man do in this circumstance upon everything that has happened? And then the lady comes out saying
and as somebody I may a bit close to Funny Face now, meaning there or no go through and I be go through when this issue the back and forth going to his home at the time. He wasn't ready to speak to anybody. The little thing is angry and it was ending. In fact, me person me kai did the atema bolare mu nya so say a bunny say you are always careful with the way of Becano. I don't want to believe say girl no inya anything like Odo back for him. I don't think it's about love. Maybe the pressure taking care of Nkwala 4 no and also account and Obadi ukuta Nkwala 4 now it's your parents fee na Nkwala 4 na mama minu no where they are. You should know that onya no smooth because at the end of the day one show ya anyo mama na papa onya no bi ana o cousins mi bi e de sa when ebe two shots at you get it. So I want to believe and so can but I'm quite surprised say Oba up now because time na issue ni see no me hu say no otonton or say pussy sweet na oh, I'm saying the way she was saying it on. Into bibi usaye sticky be, you know, or say oh oba uyusua ebema wayase ache bema ko ho a obeka saa nyoma ni bi saa we na bintu eko endo say no die bi na me ni saa na guess no so see aso o manage ho sika so wom so I'm wondering adan saa sweet na no afedi ase ajiegu ana say ejuma kakra no ye Kumasi no enko ye bi mu ana because Me uyi nkola no etu nchen I don't see them coming back together. Ekame kwa na say funny face. Me friend ya obetie mi a. Maybe as eja no wo duty to woman.
Yeah.
And yawa minimum no. Time now nkola no won no. Nothing matters to him than nkola no. Nothing matters to him. But eventually, no, Neniso. I don't know if as we speak, or don't know man calling back. Of course, it will be there, but as big like the way it is some years ago. No. So if or no as Eja, the monthly contribution towards the mano, the upkeep. I think he should stick to that. Maybe some big holidays without he should accept that. Because say Obano yet attempt Ecofio Bioma, there is a possibility say Obesanim no.
Oh, Samu.
Yes.
People were the name of say or it will trigger the condition no. But the whole can swim.
No, what's your girl now? You want to say Oceano in September, October? No, maybe. Exactly. And y'all now,
Sabrina, now or you moved by a tour. I can see.
And I see what's what delivered. Also a sacra.
Beme bia. Beme bia. I said my baby cake.
One can't hear me.
Yes, but Mammy boy. Beme bia. Idea soon, you know, when you must forget. Forget it. No, but there is a way. No, but there is a way. You would overshadow, you know, and that kind of imagination. So, a bit about you. You get it? And now, and you'll be only the one called a trade, dear. Definitely. The opportunity, and I said that when I ability say, oh, maybe, oh, dear. Me do oboni acho also for family acho me in kolano my hwe kolano yam kolano ni 1 2 3 it's on again.
How about the concern say we be trigger ne condition
and
the emfa
what led him to that in kolano that's it because of odo awo man kolano olumudi agro like inside out now ohun kolano definitely e be any day. He might shed some tears, and I know him. He is very emotional. Baby, can be obvious. One shall see. Into no, yes, a beba. Soon, but eventually in Kolano, I don't know. I don't know if it's down or up. And I say I call overboard. No, of course, what I say. And now, in March too, any your small way back. Exactly, you get it. Into no,
I know he's 42. He can also live his life. Without no man someone money me jam 1 month can be so he can live his life like that cover partner and I go for
so you see
concerning in one
and only way no it could be say
near man give in no
so it could be say as we speak obi it could be say so oni obi so obi any ho na say Vanessa to me manage ebusuan convince ya boatia na Vanessa ko pie fio ne nkwale ye bedi weekend na ye bedi holidays you know
betija
by all means
yanko koku rasta so black sheriff any the image na eba ni performance no so I mean the stage when he was performing at the New York mene Madam Fubi in New York. He was at the event, also Shebi, and yet black time on Kwana. I don't know, sa image in the bay. Okay. There were some performers, and then the image was there. So the Ghanaians are talking because a black, and I say there is a Ghanaian involved. Would you say, should people make a fuss out of this? That they've seen a Baphomet image during Blacko's performance, and because of that, they think he has joined the group?
I think say fallout from say Brazil for festival bi omukoye ya say omukomo Kenya nkopon e man nsuo bi to chifa omuso for some time now no amount for anya sa image no woman issue because it was shown in the news countless times the kind of parade omoye de besen koye and with him black ono when an issue like that with the cat lesbian now show on the video you saw a violent. And then now this thing or performing. I don't think it's something that he will plan as part of the craft. Ebiana organizers no, and omunimia omoye, and where he finds himself no, enye Ghana. A baby ayatete sanyum to funny be at home, cranny or more talents no money mama such. I say I've been first abusumu say a home say and yatete say it's me mau power be and I say it's me mau influence be wo ababonimo. I think say the timing for Saturday when you're right because we're still basking in the ambience say we're winning artists of the year Niger bojene so. I don't think say atone kra assets yet because even though we're breaking through no I feel say there are bigger things ahead of him. I mean, a bit me I can say we drew some pempen so winty, be cotton so. I mean, the talent is raw. Time or take on nguzongo we saw through the talent. E didn't ne obeton ne krama bonsambi and sana and yom no wetimi atroni ye and I don't quite get. I don't think we should make a big fuss, but me feel say the timing was wrong. Because we're still talking about the Artist of the Year award na when na we ababe boom no and I only me come have for you your tea bia no 14 year ya beka say I mean tea ni nyum biem na e say yes o de no akobo bonsam bi ne ba bi wo fie na bia o streaming na o ba so dum no na sa akola no o ye a ye born aba so a o de no akodom bonsam bi those little things no e wom say ofu say bia enjimi ndru ba bia but wo fans ne so locally especially with a fear I believe is as any man there with the ben Manchester with your ma ben bonsam no I saw his interview or try how he reacts to issues say kasafa no so doom the phone obetimi a doom phone but there are thousands of the masses in a be or a little tweet be and a little information beat me mom bottom yem if you treat them this way na they be can once and also their own fan who be doom phone na e be kaka nyum no na be bo amaneti.
So, I mean, OCAB organizers and he may not know, but you as a performer, when you are on stage, all these things you should know is part of your craft. The show on the screen, member stages, so are you suggesting that he may have been ambushed?
It's a possibility, but then again, Yebisa say, was there a creative director for the whole concept no because maybe you want there is likely say or snapping a finger say see no obenya obiama na a direct was that how na e was say ekwana if you feel say a bother in that match na say there was a creative director he can easily tweet and say oh it wasn't intentional and maybe I share that we are trying to tap into fraternity no say na be almost so dream beba mejuma ya so no I don't think say ahono obetimi allow say anything should ambush you because it could have been detrimental than the year king. So if there was a creative director they should tell us how the whole performance was planned because Ushenyum no now share the Sia or Botwasuna it had no link with Baphomet to say Baffa whatever nana there was no correlation between that and it was quite off for me. And I say ABA they wanted people to talk about the performance and the way they felt it should be talked about is the fact that the PR wise I don't think is a wise decision.
Oh really?
Yeah. I feel say the focus should be the award and how great the performances were and how the turnout echo because we were New York of all places. That's all for Bonsam be a better which in our person the tone who was shown so I don't think it makes
Caleb
sense.
is a huge fan of Blacko. Caleb, are you worried?
I'm not because these things a few times, especially even Sako the crowd ni stage we crowd of Janahona science be about film kakra na naija and so yakika once but even if he had joined the Illuminati And so what? And so everybody has got a purpose in life. Asase so amino we. Obia when the juma baby do asase so me so abeko. Se sa na ye ne calling. What is our business? What are we supporting of him? It's music, it's art. That's it. Whatever he chooses to do is none of anybody's business.
But someone can say, baby, I could dominate what on so I'm a something. Me too. I'm not
what on so
buying your product again.
Even if Enoka is true, why did he join? Say those who join, you say unya to me. And I am would do so some will fall off. More will come. Into the young act, I felt he had a good show in New York or Ghana performing. I managed to watch some of the videos.
Singing
like
word to word.
He killed it.
Yeah.
No, that should be the conversation. And that image be of the and also events. Events. And then the big boys see back stage so now what this from maybe a sure then it will a bit whitewashing the beauty of the whole thing. And yet media guy no it is his music and I make sure me cry say me tina na and I me sure no say so or anyway now person me voice no I want to pick up that little the voice the way or modulated voice and no na manage and yet dia event organizer be a project here to nechi. It could also be say the creative director for that show and now the main brain behind it. But like I said, oh no boy no, you neka so man on be show. Akonyana na isi hono. Say obetilem kakra. So that was the act. The amu was screening so the passing comments. Let's discuss his performance. Let's discuss the show, what it will do for him as an artist, the pluses that show will give him as a brand, and then whatever one will project behind him. And show.
Say kaneno na hip hop for no. Say ya bold to open and you say oh yeah gangster. Just a one what tough skin. So say it looks like you transition from a tour bono to you associating yourself with be a Yesu say yes supernatural be a timmy mouth position be not just say yes all calls group be not say. I think say gradually ne one I feel turning attention to say back akrano obi ana mano kra bodua ano kra bibia or pity am one who say or power be a setting apart and as a setting higher than you. Is Obian was a two near boy with me might not come out again. Until it looks like you transition from her young to your boss because the way a purely talent based. Purely to me be anywhere between me as someone in a mouth. Until we need to check that.
Moving forward, no, would you say Blacko's team should check these things? That's if he doesn't know anything about whatever.
For all you know, they are enjoying him appearing powerful with links to these spirits and I say images. For you know, because Rebecca just said bad publicity be anyway, and be say it's her, you kind of say, but let's look at the long term. What's my say? Ocean long term now, ocean name more. Let's desist from it because there are some artists they video. I mean, he is rich and powerful. One was in the video, he won't do that because a person will casa about the performer. No go any sweet voice or this husky son or a hate and he's hardworking. What's my say? Yakasa Kodia is rapaholic. There's always performance based because hip hop a ball live beats so a refreshing. So you always want to go into some person you feel so you're powerful. Link it with talent. Don't go looking for spirits and images that will make you appear so sure. So probably they are enjoying it, but they have to check it.
Okay, right. We'll take a quick break. When we return, we'll talk about Hajia for real, aka Muna for real. UK. Almost say some alleged $2 million romance scam. It's E-Forum on GhanaWeb TV.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment. Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy.
McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome back. You're still watching E-Forum on GhanaWeb TV. The name is Abrantipa. I'm doing this with Vaderichimo Abuatini. She's an entertainment journalist. And then Caleb Niboy is also a broadcaster with 3FM. So next, we'll talk about Mona for real, aka Haja for real. Until November 2022, and Ebeto just say UK police for Omunsa Aka Haja for real. And Che Bia, let's say, oh, when the issue came, you know, go for account, when we say Ampa, we see Yampa, Haja or Chile, we see, you know, Ebe Bubrunyang, Ubibese. I feel the crab and he said, yeah, the Mona for real, yeah, they know Elko US, na just a more aqua kudi. Na semo who they almost say $2 million romance scam. Say a can romance scam and let's say the metrasi amowati ase ni say as a would one fa ubi one defe na say odo mo ha as a me pel ha sa ne man na say odi gini pa krusika ewo ekwan bone so se ma kire mu ye
Vanessa second coming and maybe romance and maybe anyway.
Oh, Sana, enti enuni aseme daho. But you see, I've been following comments that some people have passed ever since this issue came, and I don't know whether it is because of Mona Forel's lifestyle, but it sounds as though people have convicted her already, or they seem to be convinced that she's guilty. Is that the impression that you get, any of you?
Yeah.
Yes, I think so, because when say before Obabe ye and you crown which now share the kind of photos, images now the man no. Me can say a more but ja ubisa gaso my father did this me say work hard and do this and do that inti say otie some of the interviews are wakokra the way offer how they motivate young girls now you come in maybe after some years what to say so police force can no ha now I say yeah San obi abedwin but ubisa me so I think say anka yem twen na court na verdict because the court ma verdict after the owo ejinaso ana ejinaso to make up a case so o kasa after the obejina verdict na court the buy and no so na obejina now they can there was o can but long and short and say you say and then romance scam
yes
sir now romance so yes scam
what's romance so yes scam
romance me me sa fa ho those are family scam anyway let's get serious but I mean Mr. Ghana for, and I'm not here to make it look like me defending, but I think we should wait. Young China case no kusi. It's a case no kusia. After the utumi beam because charges ebeba. So utumi ko defending who ye ewo court ho. Na onya good lawyer. Maybe court is ebe janim. Na sa court no kra ebe china tuma. Mate from some lawyers almost say between 10 to 20 years. Say
the basic class is 50 years.
So to and all meaning say your sentence na
you do have
part I say into no yen train na court no and deal with assembly no But is it true say bibi abone
sana yeah, that's what I read.
That's what the report says.
Tracker.
Into
can ni bill conditions no.
Nti ade no bone nan. Odwaye ebuso.
Bibia.
Ense.
Debi. If any swab bro.
Omakoma edin o. Na na man twen omamba ma chi no.
Oh, enu de.
Omotwen ya
oko na chese. Anti
awards no mo ye wo UK no so na ga wo say.
No, say if you almost money who I doubt it.
I doubt.
Yeah.
Because so they've been investigating her for 10 years.
10 years.
Yes.
Oh. Now
10 years.
Does that mean say at a point not on engaging in her and I say
well, I know the end is a prosecutors no a bit much.
Okay.
But see no yeah, Emma me a bit scared kakra. They say omo affiliate to Mona no. They say they are also under investigations and it's quite scary. Now it's quite scary because Osha Mona playmate usually omo on the omo game nim. You understand? And some of them are your top-notch artists.
Yeah.
What I say. Now I'm now may wonder how omo de ne ba ko si. Say if I say artist A linked to Mona. Say FBI for and say is it FBI? Yeah. Say FBI for ever be any form of trigger. Almost omo de no e be saying as in the bond in saying and now say I mean,
aiding and abetting. I'm
wondering how say oh yeah madam fu na yacho na you say oh yeah madam fu ntino misusu yeah hwe
because maybe ana
so but say it could also be said there oh yeah maybe one can tell me say unum bigo
I saw
yachiwa no akotire mu de ntia
we the some but we the yen court.
Yeah,
Abrantipa, me focus will be youth in the comments on social media.
Okay.
On Hajia for real case, you know. And I won't mind pressure. It's like you're mistaking inspiration for pressure.
What's the difference?
Pressure, according to your terms, you know, I say nyon sono. And I had ya pesa wo koye on suma also take inspiration. When we was shot at the fair. Intine what you ordered versus what you got. No. Oshana of an pesa pambia. Go ahead now be pambi. And I don't say she. But then no obia woni role model, obia wo nipa o look up to. Ebia wo fie wo blueprint no or you have very responsible parents and siblings I will show mo. You look up to a girl like Hajia, she's pretty. So your role modeler, me the mechanic say keep it up. Because the advice on hard work is valid. And she showed it. Or say bon home modina ye jumadin. Or by new there were aspects of the name maybe ana or ya or the thread domino. Adebia or ye or the thread domino someone shano or ye ni ye or the jumadin ebataho. She was doing very well, extremely well, more than even mainstream artists. Grandpa, she EP release 7 songs or just 7 videos. She how or launching ni EP no. I compare baby I obit me share videos as a cinema sets and kakra and also videos now top notch quality videos. Into that advice is still valid. Into if for that reason no you fell in love with her now full so your biggest inspirational. I didn't know yachin into yourself say. Or withdraw. It means and I say we fake and I say oh your artist she can appear anyhow. Say they will be mu ko baby and ma to call our mu corner and unti yen for price tag papa and so no. She can appear like that. I was so to me it's in who ye. Ye glorify poverty wo here we work on my way mu do de bia o here ya kono do. Sika no nye bia unhunu ni di. Until let's stop advising obi a wo ni sika. Say, didn't say. me who post be on social media. You see Sadio Mane, Cameroon footballer no. Senegal footballer no. Ni phone screen a crack it. Na ni sika bebe being na no. Ni phone screen a crack ogusu de nam saa. Be share e before. We are humble. When it says we are down to earth. When it says we
Ghana how better pure water no.
Is it actor?
American musician.
Oh, why can't I better?
I've forgotten his name. He was wearing some t-shirt be no top pure water. And no for some
Sadio
be a whisker crowd pure water.
Asema vida ka crowd no. Ebi crowd to sako de da. There be no ne wale ye some Facebook baby. And na sako de phone ni ma say akake. Oh, and nobody go no so. Now what be the Asha phone.
Chese. Yes, Sadio na down to earth and I say masa. So phone any crack here. You phone any crack now we do sanam so e be twa. It doesn't mean anything say phone a crack it we are down to here glorify we here any poverty we grow we mu dodo. Ne futu a de ma young girls it still stands.
Kendrick Lamar.
What I say valid. She signed up for some gummies via no brand ambassador for. You saw her every time advertising, even in the videos, no brand placement more do too.
Yeah.
Ne for real kids, ne tadi any ading. They be all dressing the banner or tag. Ne juma the audit and see and show bedroom or in who in a year. So yeah, I am too able with the condemnation. And she rightly said, say, there are people using her image to scam people. On what kind? So when you say people are using her image, it's for her to come out to plead, say, on you guilty, no. It means probably they have a story to tell in court. Until I side with Caleb, so see and 2 year bona and share how the court proceedings ebeko. Ma yeah, a similar case like that. Na ele ametefe cocaine saga.
Yeah.
I was in London. I was filing the reports from the court. On oba no jitum say or you guilty. Papa na man 8 years 8 months. We try we cry kopeni Austria baby atna. You get it? But she is saying say on you guilty. And also the lawyers no moody asem now. They have quite clean credentials on Sunday manema. So probably they know what they are doing. So later Obana so be pleading guilty are fine. But what I'm saying is that the advice to young girls, it is still valid. Munjai, some will glorify poverty or maimu. She can't appear anyhow.
Okay, right. You find out ways before. Yeah.
Omo share no ebe tran wa kase wo omo kebi ama no
yen fo abone so
yen kebi mu bia asem
innocent until proven
guilty.
Exactly.
Court the man verdict ni wi a you will be kan ye beka.
Yeah.
Thank you for that caveat.
Okay, yapon eno yo wati ene ye ko you will break communication through music very soon. Thank you so much for watching this episode of E-Forum. Vadedu Tumabuatin is an entertainment journalist. Caleb Niboy is a broadcaster with 3FM. His show is Showbiz 927. Every Saturday mid-morning. Or some producer Black Rasta.
Bese
Manche. Aye. Me pesa me kai emrani na.
Me accolades.
Yeah.
Ubobi me.
Che. Nyanga sanga. Rasta
I am passing seats back obu. And I say the Korans no mubwa.
Ono na ebu no.
Seats the back obu.
Black Rasta ni bu no.
I want to answer that.
Yeah.
I want to answer that. But see it nebu.
Bakobu.
See it nebu.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching.
Hey.
We are back next week.
For more news, visit our website www.ghanaweb.com. We'll be back next week with yet another riveting conversation on E-Forum on GhanaWeb TV. Your friend Benefo Boabin Abrantipa.
Now, oh,
Obek canocre. Susu sang pine. Be a want to Nambia, a man in quite bebre.
Mommy, you first can see about Kotoso. Pepoga, send me sick from Lemonade Finance. Wabra, young, tell the shade, and let me £10.
Lemonade Finance.
Say they're sending money back home from UK, Canada, and now US. I accepted a instant charges. Exchange rate in unbeatable. We should me promo code Dr. Like £10, $10, and $10 Canadian for the first transaction. With this Sunday download to Lemonade Finance.
Welcome to the Ghana ICT Hub, a partnership between MTN Ghana and the Government of Ghana through the Ministry of Communications and Digitization. MTN pledged to support Ghana's digitization agenda in line with its ambition to lead the delivery of digital solutions for Africa's progress. In fulfillment of this pledge, MTN Ghana has committed $25 million toward the realization of the Ghana ICT Hub project. The objectives of the Ghana ICT Hub project is anchored on the following: to create an ICT-enabled environment for human capital and ICT skills development, to develop an ICT ecosystem through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development, to provide a modern, state-of-the-art physical infrastructure to serve as a pillar for the digital Ghana agenda. The physical infrastructure, when completed, will provide 4,000 square meters of space with the following facilities: laboratories for technology training and research, innovation hub, co-working spaces for tech innovation startups, Tier 3 data center, conferencing facilities, offices and meeting rooms, commercial lettable spaces, gaming area, restaurant, ancillary facilities. The technology laboratories will be fitted with the next generation ICT equipment and applications to provide the youth of Ghana with practical training in Industry 4.0 technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, cloud computing, 3D printing, robotics, Internet of Things, IoT, advanced manufacturing techniques, cybersecurity, genetic engineering. The project also seeks to establish a complete ecosystem at the hub through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development. The ecosystem shall comprise of MDAs, technology companies, startups, incubators, research agencies, leading universities globally, foundations worldwide, to create a community. 1. The ecosystem community shall bridge the divide between academia and industry and provide solutions to challenges in the key sectors of health, agriculture, and educational sectors of the economy. 2. It shall also run an innovation program providing mentoring and networking for the youth in tech startups. 3. The ecosystem community shall establish an innovation fund to support startups, research agencies, and other entities in the ecosystem. MTN Ghana and the Ministry of Communications and Digitization are championing the Ghana digital agenda for Ghana's development. Welcome to the digital age.
I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker.
Have a goodness rich in milk and butter in Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers, simply irresistible.
Policy is not helping us at all. So they have to help us and make agriculture a workplace that people will vie to go and work over there.
Worldwide, the issue of climate change remains one of the most pressing concerns in recent times. One of the worst affected sectors remains the agri sector and farmers and their farming activities. Here in the Lower Manyakromo municipality of the Eastern region, farmers here are not spared of the phenomenon. We are going to the farms of some of the farmers to assess the impact of climate change on their farming activities and whether they are getting the necessary supports from authorities.
Farming and agriculture and its value chain remain important sectors of any country's economy, including Ghana, where crops, livestock, and seafood that are produced feed the people and contribute significantly to the economy. However, these are exceedingly dependent on the climate, where changes in the weather pattern, frequency, and severity of the rains and droughts could pose challenges for farmers of all kinds and their activities, and even threaten global food safety. Many farmers have expressed concern over the changing pattern, adaptation, yield, lack of enough sensitization, and government support towards their businesses over the years. In this episode of GhanaWeb Special, we speak to some farmers in the Lower Manyakrobo municipality of Ghana, seeking to find out their knowledge of climate change and its impact on their jobs. What is climate change? Michael Obete asked these farmers.
Climate change is the change of pattern of rainfall and sunshine on our part of the world now. Climate change is seriously weather changes or rainfall changes.
Climate change, to my understanding, is just like unpredictable nature of the weather.
Climate change, the little knowledge I have about it is the change in the rainfall pattern.
These farmers cultivate the likes of mangoes, cassava, cocoyam, beans, maize, yam, and vegetables. They attribute the causes of climate change to deforestation, rampant use of chemicals, and wars.
The way we are destroying the forest, and then some chemicals like burning of ties and those fighting in the outside world is the cause.
Climate change has been caused by, let's say, human activity. A bad nature like human activity. So as farmer like this, some of the activities things that we do that cause climate change. For instance, deforestation. Most of the time during the chiefly cultivation, you farm here small, you want to go to a different place, you go and destroy the forest and other bad farm practices. Somehow you after slash you burn it. So the carbon dioxide go to deplete the ozone layer, then cause the weather to be unpredictable.
Pollution from industries and other things, and deforestation, are some of the causes I know that things about the climate change.
Mr. Doku noted that though he used to farm on a smaller scale with his father when he was younger, they recorded a bigger yield than what he gets now. He disclosed that farmers now depended on heavy fertilizer to increase their yields.
When I was farming with my dad, we couldn't farm more than 2 acres. And when we farm 1 acre, we harvest about 15, 20 bags of maize. When it comes to cassava, we even uproot cassava and some even left. I quite remember one of my cousins, Mr. Samaji, late Samaji, the first best farmer in Ghana. The cassava, one stem of cassava, you cannot you cannot uproot the whole thing for one person to carry. But today, the yield has gone down, totally down, to understand that the whole acre, you cannot get 300 tons of cassava out of it. A whole acre of maize, you only get, if you don't apply heavy fertilizer, you only get 3-4 bags out of an acre. So it's seriously disturbing us in this part of the world.
He is now resorting to various means to help replenish the soil to ensure bountiful yield.
I planted these things in December during the dry season, and by the help of the irrigation, that's why I'm able to do it. And the irrigation goes this way. We have a pumping machine 5.5 horsepower pumping machine, which is now costing 1,600 cedis for those smaller machines. We have bigger ones, but each farmer close to a river, about 400 to 1 kilometer away from any river stream, can use it. You get your pumping machine, you get your 2 inches. When I say 2 inches pipe, I mean this very pipe. This is a 2 inches. Then you connect it from the river to the farm. You reduce it. You reduce the 2 inches to 3/4. Then you have your 3/4 stopcocks and your irrigation tube. We've been calling it water for me. It's from China. They have a hose on it. So when you connect the pumping machine and you open the tap here and the water is flowing, you will see it. Oh, you made me wet. You see the water coming out. So any time of the day you need water, you buy your fuel, you send the machine to the pumping house at the river, you pump it, and you are good to go. So we need assistance from our policy makers to back us so that we can be growing food for the country.
Kise Simon, who said he reaped bountifully in the past without the application of fertilizer, said the current climatic conditions led to a reduction in the planting season and reduced food production.
There's a lot of things. Like the previous year, like from the 2006 to 2010, you can plant 1 acre. And when you do all your farming practices, you can, when the weather is good, you can get about 15 bags of this in 1 acre. But these days, you plant 1 acre, you really struggle even to get even 4 or 5 bags because the weather is unpredictable. It will not rain at the time it's supposed to rain. So as a result, you will not get the yield you are expected to get.
Though government interventions for farmers is crucial in lessening the impact of the phenomenon on food production, the farmers say this has not been the case. The farmers task the government to step in with concrete measures to support them.
We need it, but we don't get it as we expect. Somebody like me, I am award winner. I win Best Mango Farmer 2008, 2010. I won Best Vegetable Farmer, and then 2021 I won the overall Best Farmer for Lower Manya Municipal. About 4 times award winner. But what we actually need, we are not getting. Policies are not helping us. One government comes with a fertilizer coupon. The moment they go, different one comes. So many things, and they fail also. They will get the promises before you plant. You go, the fertilizer has shortage. You have to leave the things like that. So we need a lot of things. I don't know if our politicians can bridge the gap between we, the farmers, and the intellectuals, so that we tell them our problem exactly.
Well, the only thing I'll talk about is as for the amigun, for just last year, he gave me a chemical to control the amigun. But apart from that, we don't receive anything.
Yeah. Somewhere 2 years ago, that Ministry of Food and Agriculture gave us some seedlings, and with that too, they will wait. They wouldn't bring the seedlings early, and somewhere the seedlings sometimes come around June, and there was a year which in June it did not rain. The whole of June we did not experience any rainfall. So most of the seedlings they gave got dried and died up.
The municipal crop officer for Lower Manya Krobo, Eric Agbemale, describing the situation of climate change as a serious concern to farmers and other stakeholders in the agric value chain, expressed regret that his department was not adequately resourced to pursue a rigorous sensitization and support for food producers.
I cannot confidently say we have enough resources to deal with the issue because it's a multifaceted issue. It's not only agric, it goes way beyond agric alone. Everybody must come on board. All the stakeholders in agriculture or even environmental EP, everybody must be on board so that we can address this issue once and for all.
Mr. Agbemale observed that food insecurity was a threat in the municipality owing to the rising cost of farm produce. To help farmers overcome the problem, the municipal crop officer urged farmers to construct small dugouts in their farms to harvest water to supply their crops with.
Food security is not necessarily mean the availability of food. Is it affordable? Is it available? Is it accessible for the person? So as we speak, people are food insecure within the municipality. But some of them, they cannot afford the food, even though it's the price expensive and they don't have access to it. So those are the challenges that we are having, not only the crop farmers, the poultry industry, the animal industry is being affected. Most of the poultry farms are going down to the high cost of feed, soya and other things. So those are the challenges that we are having as the climate continues to impact on this. They start to do initiatives like they do dugouts, small dugouts. They have to harvest water for their activities. So maybe if you have about 10 acres, if you have money resources, you can even you can dig a dam or you can do a dam on your farm. As the rain is falling, you collect some water. So within 3 weeks, if there's no rain, at least you can get your pump station and pump water to the farm. So those are the things that we need to educate them, but all in terms of cost. So if the government can come in and then maybe give them credit facility, that those who are interested in irrigation, they'll be able to afford and give them some time or some number of years for them to pay back that money. Because I speak now, the loans are very expensive. Even commercial bank is about 32% now, and farmer cannot go and access that loan because they don't have the collateral, they don't have a lot of things to use. So accessing credit is difficult for them. So we hope government will come in and do something about it. Maybe provide irrigation system. Now we have more irrigation system that are water efficient, like the drip irrigation. At least they will be able to use for some time now, and then we see the way forward.
So you've heard the views of some farmers in the eastern region speaking about their knowledge, their experiences on the topic of climate change. The question is, what are our governments doing to ensure that these farmers get the necessary assistance and training to ensure that they cope and adapt to climate change? From Lower Manyakobo and some parts of the eastern region, this is Michael Obete for GhanaWeb TV.
Susu san kwan no bi a wanto nam bia e man kwan bebre.
Mommy, you face can see about Kotoso. Pepoga, send me sika from Lemonade Finance. Wabra yan Tennessee. And let me £2.
Lemonade Finance.
Say they're sending money back home from UK, Canada, and now US. I accepted a instant charges. Extinguishing in so unbeatable. We should be promo code Dr. Like £10, $10, and $10 for the first transaction. What is send this guy download to Lemonade Finance.
Welcome to the Ghana ICT Hub, a partnership between MTN Ghana and the Government of Ghana through the Ministry of Communications and Digitization. MTN pledged to support Ghana's digitization agenda in line with its ambition to lead the delivery of digital solutions for Africa's progress. In fulfillment of this pledge, MTN Ghana has committed $25 million toward the realization of the Ghana ICT Hub project. The objectives of the Ghana ICT Hub project is anchored on the following: to create an ICT-enabled environment for human capital and ICT skills development, to develop an ICT ecosystem through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development, to provide a modern, state-of-the-art physical infrastructure to serve as a pillar for the digital Ghana agenda. The physical infrastructure, when completed, will provide 4,000 square meters of space with the following facilities: laboratories for technology training and research, innovation hub, co-working spaces for tech innovation startups, Tier 3 data center, conferencing facilities, offices and meeting rooms, commercial lettable spaces, gaming area, restaurant, ancillary facilities. The technology laboratories will be fitted with the next generation ICT equipment and applications to provide the youth of Ghana with practical training in Industry 4.0 technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, cloud computing, 3D printing, robotics, Internet of Things, IoT, advanced manufacturing techniques, cybersecurity, genetic engineering. The project also seeks to establish a complete ecosystem at the hub through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development. The ecosystem shall comprise of MDAs, technology companies, startups, incubators, research agencies, leading universities globally, foundations worldwide, to create a community. 1. The ecosystem community shall bridge the divide between academia and industry and provide solutions to challenges in the key sectors of health, agriculture, and educational sectors of the economy. 2. It shall also run an innovation program providing mentoring and networking for the youth in tech startups. 3. The ecosystem community shall establish an innovation fund to support startups, research agencies, and other entities in the ecosystem. MTN Ghana and the Ministry of Communications and Digitization are championing the Ghana Digital Agenda for Ghana's development. Welcome to the digital age.
I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker.
Have a goodness rich in milk and butter in Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers, simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Go Ghana! Are you struggling to pay your huge rent advance? Do you wish to pay your rent on monthly basis? Then good news is here. The government of Ghana has introduced the National Rental Assistance Scheme to help Ghanaians, especially the youth, pay for their rent on a monthly basis. To qualify, an applicant must show proof of the following minimum requirements. Be a Ghanaian, possess a valid Ghana card. You must be an adult of 18 years and above, have a verifiable employment or earned income. To apply, visit www.nras.gov.gh. The scheme is currently operational in the following regions: Greater Accra Region, Ashanti Region, Eastern Region, Western Region, Bono East Region, and the North.
Now,
Susu sang pine, be a want to Nambia, a man in quite baby.
Mommy, you first can see about Kotoso. Pepoga, send me sick from Lemonade Finance. While Brian did the shade and let me £2.
Lemonade Finance.
Say they're sending money back home from UK, Canada, and now US. I accepted a instant charges. Exchange rate in unbeatable. We should be promo code Dr. Like £10, $10, and $10 Canadian for the first transaction. With this Sunday cigar, download to Lemonade Finance.
Welcome to the Ghana ICT Hub, a partnership between MTN Ghana and the Government of Ghana through the Ministry of Communications and Digitization. MTN pledged to support Ghana's digitization agenda in line with its ambition to lead the delivery of digital solutions for Africa's progress. In fulfillment of this pledge, MTN Ghana has committed $25 million toward the realization of the Ghana ICT Hub project. The objectives of the Ghana ICT Hub project is anchored on the following. to create an ICT-enabled environment for human capital and ICT skills development, to develop an ICT ecosystem through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development, to provide a modern, state-of-the-art physical infrastructure to serve as a pillar for the digital Ghana agenda. The physical infrastructure, when completed, will provide 4,000 square meters of space with the following facilities: laboratories for technology training and research, innovation hub, co-working spaces for tech innovation startups, Tier 3 data center, conferencing facilities, offices and meeting rooms, commercial lettable spaces, gaming area, restaurant, ancillary facilities. The technology laboratories will be fitted with the next generation ICT equipment and applications to provide the youth of Ghana with practical training in Industry 4.0 technologies such as artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, cloud computing, 3D printing, robotics, Internet of Things, IoT, advanced manufacturing techniques, cybersecurity, genetic engineering. The project also seeks to establish a complete ecosystem at the hub through remote access delivery to facilitate job creation for national development. The ecosystem shall comprise of MDAs, technology companies, startups, incubators, research agencies, leading universities globally, foundations worldwide, to create a community. 1. The ecosystem community shall bridge the divide between academia and industry and provide solutions to challenges in the key sectors of health, agriculture, and educational sectors of the economy. 2. It shall also run an innovation program providing mentoring and networking for the youth in tech startups. 3. The ecosystem community shall establish an innovation fund to support startups, research agencies, and other entities in the ecosystem. MTN Ghana and the Ministry of Communications and Digitization are championing the Ghana digital agenda for Ghana's development. Welcome to the digital age.
Go Ghana! Are you struggling to pay your huge rent advance? Do you wish to pay your rent on monthly basis? Then good news is here. The government of Ghana has introduced the National Rental Assistance Scheme to help Ghanaians, especially the youth, pay for their rent on a monthly basis. To qualify, an applicant must show proof of the following minimum requirements. Be a Ghanaian, possess a valid Ghana card. You must be an adult of 18 years and above, have a verifiable employment or earned income. To apply, visit www.nras.gov.gh. The scheme is currently operational in the following regions: Greater Accra Region, Ashanti Region, Eastern Region, Western Region, Bono East Region, and the Northern Region. For further inquiries, contact 0551 341 515 or 0550 408 879. National Rental Assistance Scheme, making renting accessible for all.
Everyone needs the perfect snack to munch on during a fun moment. Wow. Enjoy the tasty McBerry Twist cupcakes, deliciously baked and packaged for a sweet treat. Premium quality cakes baked with love for all, enriched in butter and milk.
Yummy!
Oh, McBerry Twist cupcakes, simply irresistible. Try one today. This advert is FDA approved.
Edwuma bia ye edwuma. E wo se dia wankasa obesomu a obesomu no e na obehu se sika wo na se sika nyi.
Edwuma na me ye no minim dia menya wo. Che bia no bokra na minim dia menya wo.
Bi baba se obaba de odi ni ko school a. Dachi obeware akotena be ma bi fie ntinya de papa bia obeya ma wo. Nti ni mama nyina wa fa yan ko school.
Edwuma we de me kan kwala o ye edwuma banka o mfa ho ntom. Metuma ka se me de kugebe 1000 pieces beba. Metuma nya profit be 2000 won.
Obia me ni wa wonkola me say ya me hwa de mpo na hye me kawa pon mu say me so me wo nipa mu e wanye me hwa de wanhye wanye me hwe onye oba fufura na ni bire afo ho oba bi no o sport to say no wa boni tell apagya no konso me kwa na me ka say ni kombe bu o.
That's the hustler story.
tria me wo hono ma over the weekend na me hu say we metete wo say one don Shatawale assign $100,000 check. Check he be $100,000 man Adam for a friend a Prince Henry rich game. Aguri ase nyeguri eye afe 2023 emu ache bien say ten yede eye bosomi May akwakoku ye wi abosomi foforo kra eye the month of June na oni mi hia say amabro na oni mi de daw eye showbiz nkomo celebrity news trends on social media ye ka eye Ghana for entertainment news wa wodi mo twetwe room they say one making headlines one asem ene te say wo hia na wo twibia na te say me de emu nchemu nyina abrel nti nkomo ho de wa wonim jaso ye nsei mrekwa ye yi bi mfimi enke bi ye be try ho na ye koba mabroni nsem ni nyina ma besan egu ha mam medofo pa mi nu ho eguru mesan so mo akwaba eye weni na ugusu a wo hwe eye nkomo ho GhanaWeb TV tina de bia meka twem ne ye ntwem fake ha de eye authentic news ye nke bi nhyem ye ha ye de ha de wuri nya ne sa ne bia fa waso echi wan said anti hu nkomo ye wo ba ha se ye ne na eche wo ye ko ne ye ko na botumi de sana meka chewa afi na ya se emu ache bi nti wo bibi ye na se wonye ya America kra wo ho ma nti bo mode ana fa nyama kekezi ni na wo hu ne ye ko na ye nko ye nim na mesha se na watchi na me de eye sugar titi ebe start mbo sugar titi de da de unim ne da Ghana ni noodles sister ya unsa say etoro bi wa say movies kakra eye say de o adwuma oye but wo ka sugar titi wo krom ha say nia obedo be kai na ne say ayo pen ho yi kakra 7 pen fumani ma na sister de o de ni trend eye Instagram page na say picture bi kakra na order ho kakra na say show body kakra ni na sugar titi ene eye Zion Felix aye interview o twem o say mreni kwenenim no ase ne mfi kwenim no pese de otwitwa nyama bi short otwitwa nyama bi so na say obone brayi o say eye ohwenim se nche bi ko betumi awo bayi bi nti eye asori ne ade okbo modern akwaso so won to eye assemblies of God na o ne step mother de ko ICT be say de wasan so ashe asori ase ate so kwa asori kama nti say yi try nyoma bi wo pese otwitwa so Ojutwa so na say okuni na nti say shukatiti din semi be tujo na mafutwemo a good decision because unso obra na tore bi wa anya ti say bi aslay ni nko na say person making headlines uko anim na say otwitwa nyama ni bi so na de wujama eye mofra na say the worry ban say asema shukatiti e dia tujo twema ono de enche crop ohwe so be settle down na just ono aka say raising family nti nyuma bi wo hono ma obejutwa so short na watwe de ekwanim de nsem na mekura ne de soso echen eye atai sleeves ya me hekura yi nto nchen na eye na watwe eye na Agradaa se de o se wasesa konfo bia na first na aso o kanche nyama se de o so de no ho ama Jesus wafa Jesus Christ nti se de wa be ye osofo na body ni de bebre Reverend Dr. Evangelist Mama Pat bebre kwa wafafa ni nyina abone boso na watwe na ye hu se ye video bi trending se ye ka social media trends sa video na trending pa nkankaka e wo Facebook na mafochema emra so say eye na Agradaa pefu pebibi ka chen wo se una wo se wo ya asoro na body na ya asoro because asem kofo mpese wo kan ho asem kako say den touch not my anointed na yankopon so efre na Agradaa say de bia mekan you and I were no den tie tumi beji na ha say na ye ye njaje no ba wo se nyemba bi wo ho no ma so ba mi e wadan edin sem fato Kristo ni a wo se wudi asoro enim eye na Agradaa ya na ye hu say eye video bi a waye na o se mpeyfo sabio so yo bere ma na se wo bere meyi wate kasa mfra wo fie nti ye nkyere mu bebre ye kata nyima so kakra o se wo bere ma so na se wan kasa wo yo bere ma na hu se na wo yi so na se untumi fa anya hwe na se nim gwase ya akawa bomodin anabra o so o oyi ubi na Agradaa na so wo friend Yesu moja oyo o se eno uto a na haban bi wo finchiri ho no mu fi ho no be ma wakwakote secret ingredients bi na se wo de ayam na homache be say eye 2-3 ho no na wasore na se wo de afa wade bi hu na te say direction no kamede mi ko to bi ntumi ndi dance but advert ya ma me no say hey osofo bia obi a wo yo osofo say da na wo ton eyi hu adru a wo se be ma bere ma ye kese na ka we po de anka ye nkomo obi po ba ho na se be a counseling bi na se obetu ne fo a na wo abegina eyi platform kese so say na wo ton sa nyuma na mafoche ma emre na so wo se de be ye ka so Christian council sorry wo fo se wo so ba ko fo twema eye ku Mwanka so obi amfo so obi aye na mwa na mokọ asori nti se mokọ na se sebio mu na mu se onyeme na meka nyambone na meka mu na mu so obu mu fa so a na de bia mokọ mu na de se den na mo hwehwe what are you waiting for cause ma me de nkofo keka se ne record de emu orem kakra from te se sika gari ai ba so wa assistant ai amafo ya moka mo ye de mu nya abotwema ne but amafo chirima sa video ya betu dwa ne te se na Agradaa yes sesa no sesa mu ye rem kakra nti payfo e wokrom ha se eye asofo sorry kum eye gidifo e wokrom ha se Christopher wo se mo sorry na akoye se eye na Agradaa odinyakopon anim etwetwu fem na yeto aso da ye efia shwas nega oba shwa violence na se o se wesi ne boanka so se mo amopene to kwa wokrum ha se ono mo be fe so pa na wa wunnim eye one eye wuchama wuntumi nsem ya na ekopie court na fa hi na ekosi hi na ye ka lawyer Morris Ampa wunnim so no represent eye wuntumi na eye efia shwas nega kai bo foforo latest news abeto dwane so se wesiu eye lawyer Morris Ampa ni tintini mutete o se eye defamation lawyer ne keka ne ho nsem bi o keka nsem bi enche de anima da se egu onu no efia ne anima senti eye court nhye no sena ni rate ne o de beto just court nhye no na ontumi ngina e platform bi asombo ne din say ye online o say ye hefa o say ye TV o say ye print o Morris Ampa o eyi ni din efi na enum na ayi efia asanso so bisa se o se ope eye 1 million Ghana cedis in damages na o se what starting so an illegal fees na eye Morris Ampa enfa ho kana semi ba na o se we dey say me we ye cause we si we na we nso esi we ba ye na ye gokrom ha se nsem ne ni de achi na se na make cho latest one say eye efia hwa esi eye Morris Ampa we ye de ni de achi se na nkomo na ebeba na ebeba nyina amaboni bidin nyina ebeba san so asom kana fuso komode won wo se nsuto na so mani ma ye dindindindindin wo de ade chefam krantu mi fifi na ne tintini mutietia onum se wo se basara na te se ye celebrities won so wakasa ho na eye black rasta chirima se na nyoma akọ mani mu de enyenyenye kra na wo se reports bi aba na China fo enche kwama betake over eye mineral revenue na electricity na fine ne kosi na sa asem ya na eye black rasta ede na anu so ono so comment o chirema o se ode na nutu fema akwaye te se eye manpain na dan kwekufu adom obi ka so ye useless ase fa so bia ni so ase nyema bi o ye like as a president obedi ndi ambo amafo se na okan na word na mu ye dru na amafo so support na ochima se na nyoma kona ase ye president no ni tema kwa magana fo na yi na ye black rasta so kan ye ni radio show ye 3 FM and odo to just so odo ni to pe mo hwe nyema akoye te se ye obonsam Upon some Lucifer, and obo and another Quakufa, and Yakupon, or Yakupon nim who she, send a worker so Yakupon boni pa, send you Suban and Sesson, Balcon Saturday, where do your share, send my paying to me again, what is what say your mind, dear, Sebio, a your bon Samancasa, and they did not. And you and another Quakufa, and Yamina make count, a mouthful, send a black rasta say, and I miss me the other 2 minutes. Now what me wo hono ma over the weekend na me hu say we metete wo say ye one don Shatawale assign $100,000 check he be $100,000 man Adam for friend a Prince Henry rich game no call ni birthday party na party no say celebrities be kopie mo hono me hu medical kwa e wo hobi na yi na check he betu dwa na manfo aye anye ni etumifo ehwehwe nimfo bi se na de na Shatawale sign dollar amount wo cedi sembebre na manfo jabe na wo so we kwa che Shatawale we fake se na aka se wo scan ade na ye dream wo chirema check ni ye fake sana manfo ka ebinum so dey like to just say it's very possible so betumi assign nti amu nye ndi o amu jedi ni na edamanim but nsem ye ba na asamanfo jabe Shatawale na asa Twitter for the agenda just say wo kura mu didenden e na one do na be kasa yo say ono kra sa nsem na mo ye no onti mu case cramp yo say mo kan ho asem kwa na ni je nti mo nkoso na mo create agenda na mo kasa na wotwe na me hu say ye Shatawale take time Emma ne say yes be one work kan ho asem on Twitter na say we dey back to back clap back na me say ba kukura post on no talent ni so obedidi nkofata also what talent panty why you say bia oye brody abrewa adwena de wasema be fa ni fichirije also be chere wankasa na ko Twitter na clap back yi worker na wa reply obedidi na temna say wa connect ahye na mafo say Shatawale asa replies no watch the chile but anyway but sometimes most so I am munya butcher do want to me for be brand na person already kill no she Shatawale bra wabo industry money adini na most na person create agenda bi penny no ma that's just fine mo so obi an any taste no what support artists but I agenda na mo create na mboa emboa de bia se na ya make na but Saturday nsem ya beto jo Chelsea mo amu se ye check ni ye fake ni ade o se ni nyina edamonim yankwa ye ni me na Shatawale nsem ya na egusu gina so ne former Minka ne say ne girlfriend kwa they were engaged at a point nti ne former fiancé Shatta Michi Diamond no din nsem bia beto on and Dusty interview bi na and bisa ne so say si on ne Shatawale ni relationship ne then also no there's no relationship say bibi any want man na come so we be kan one seminar say one come back again as a celebrity couple say bibi sa ni bibi sa into me see no say ka say on do ni nhia ka say obi a wo hia bon komo na say wo bi twem na say won hia debi o say ne say obehu won ho na ye lore kwan ho ne no krampo obi ambo obi edi obi aka hwimhwim na obi akokoso obi really akanya fe na be exchange pleasantries and on the sense bisa ni so on the Shatawale ye interview na Shatta chiremu a ono no de betu ja so ase ne ba ne kro ohun nanim opeso ototo bi ma ne krampo a ne maame mishi empre on pre kwa ma ne so ohun ne ba na Shatta Michi so mo so ye ntro o say effort ba ku say Sebi Shatawale make o say woni phone numbers unim ni fi kwan what in American as nti so person obey bibi po person hu ba no pa betumi aba Michi sanso kaka hu so se ne ba no on chada hia ne papa na so and bisa so ne ba na ya ofina no so dey be he's okay cause abefre yo hwen school fees and say den bibi o ma ne ni je nti ono nje di say ne ba majesty no ne papa hu be ha ne ti bi ohun ne papa ba be sun ba kasa go to daddy o se dey benya sa net na Michi sanso chirema o so bo ne homodin pa being a single parent o se nda fem bills de bia na bills kosoro so nim say to krom ha se nema boye den ni nyina school fees so ni nyina ono an oye but ono aka so bo ne homode ye ni TV show ya oye kakra na also other streams of income be say bia or the socket ne muto so no de she's very good na ne ba no ohwe no so no nkwa ahwe no how no ba nsem ne de Michi na de ba betudwa say ya mpo say nye no kware hu say de bia so adofo asem koka bia be den be ye third person but onya de abeto abonten ji na enso ye kebi but adofo asem de ugoke bia baye dey third person ubeja tum say krom had ye per violence as a big cause on ya but sometimes obi ko kan obi ho asem na say wan kan ya social media fo na ya wo say wo pe beef no wa wo tumi dane na wo tumi ka so wa anya ni na ye entertainment pandit Salimane I been friend Saliman say na abebo ni bia Zion Felix epi beng no ne ye short interview ban sem bi odi to January fo chema wan ka say na mama Mac Brown nkofo chema akwakoye say Sali aso ne wa asem so na me so no so nam ni baby as nyama na ya Sali keka no ho kwa o timpo fa anyehwe Sali say na ma ye hypocrite ni tintini mutieti ane say o say ayo keka na ma ho asem so no de ndo ye plain no ya spoken intin say ne ho asem ba na wa akebi no so koshia na ma wo event bi asena na ma no expect say na ma be bitane so ade na ayo kan ho asem I don't even know what she was expecting but also na ma anka she also she's okay na enu si na Sali say we gina so say na ma ye hypocrite na ma for asem yi ni tintini muteti ene den amfu chema aya nsem na aya Sali kan sometimes it comes out so strong when say yeah is an open space but me ache wajin but say she comes out so strong in her submissions e wo radio and say TV program so but ni de ni na no ye ne style na she has no na we choosing so be bia momunja no onya ne sa but Sali ka sem be na mafu say ene de ye no kra na Reagan kra de nsem abetuja so Sali wan kasa inte is about time mafu tie ne say tie be na e betie na momuntie na maka je ne say wa cross the board aso the awu etwa na mampoa mebo interview no ne Zion Felix but ochirema say mafu kika so ono no oniba Sali chemo so won ma kama je say ne nije but ono no yon person ode ne ma ebe to out e ma ka focus so Salimane na no no say one celebrating a job I'm born and I'm a dim but to the utia so one celebrating or no cry one wo bad through natural birth while news and nama magwan de bioka so any bayo nyan and through IVF or brown hopan and coupon chad or the back of dom to no the awesome nebo panty sa job na sally kind of fuchima wanya but mebo interview ni kakwa that part of man now wow the word chaba so must say free space so between me I train adrian as must say it was a no
no, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter whether I have kids. I
know you have kids.
I don't have kids. It's none of their business. And I wish they would take time to come and find me. I know the beautiful kids that I have. What? I don't show my kids because they are not in the industry. That's not their business. My kids, my family, it's my family. My kids are my kids. They are not for them. Whoever that they are following, did the person give a natural birth?
Empress gift no co fine, no co present, no co pressure. A young gospel musician now watching new video back what trendy with social media pa. Empress is away and down for beer. Namu soon come with a phone yibi. Ebony crew number, so we change charges a one crew number now bonambe. A friend so Mr. Doye say an answer say no watch Sada na no kofan tin ton time where to trim. What's in it said 1 year and a second nambing. Esi den ye den na dan foot me fa phone friend kunu. Also no kan kunu na fofo nyane na fofo. It is na pepe so bia maintain energy so na ware ne de obu ne pa. Won so so won person ni nya asema. Emfa phone en friend eyi ni kunu. Ni tintini muteti empress say. Sa de na emwa o se wo bia ware fo na so yo berema se se wa ware a bo modern a wo na afofo anya nkunu na afofo o se mu maintain sa energy na nto so sa de ni nje ho na mafoche ma na obi fa kunu unim ne eti bia bibia o se de bi se wo asem bi ka che no no ani ni kunu ne native obe ka che ne ti mamu nye sa mbese misa mu sa asem ya empress gift de betu ja mafo be bre quite surprised mafo be bre che ma ye no kware. What's the empress gives me so I spoken. Some now can I no quire, but I'm from pen as him to make will be be a dinner. So what's a no quire pants, also so your beer wire full, so your berry mouth. A young one for one or bed drink or can say empress to Janus and your advice. He say fear friends into other also no the wife him. Obet me testify say na fufu bebre wa ware emboa intamafo say na empress aka wo so me pese me bisa wo partner say ye wo yira na say okunu wa dan for efre phone efa ne phone say ofre okunu na wote a one ne be ya aka na so say no problem. Hina na eko media personality Stacey Amoateng ene ni kunu Kofi Ochame was one celebrating one 18th year marriage anniversary 18 years 18 years so endafem one him say krum has say work celebrity marriage is a bebre a crash now we are for the one born homode and one ye baby one worry for the past 18 years one kama na ye Stacey a celebrity ni kunu no chema also ono odo ani kunu dono no so wu ko bakro no an obeware ni bi o se wo share 18 years na wo ware so odo no wo man ntel o ware no se se ko odo no be the best times 10 abobo hu bebre na obeka ya na wo twetwe na metu ja se yes Stacey Amoateng on ni kunu wo afi Angel FM Angel Broadcasting Network wo afi honum se se de Stacey enya adwuma foforo kranti mafotwe ma Stacey wo nu kunu wo ma big congratulations pa na mo wedding so wo hwem se bedi mfi bebre itamafo de mo ma ye gina way so na mabroni me ntwa me ho kakra na se me ko ban komo no theater bank. Sansuma Kwabena Donkor on GhanaWeb TV and I just say when you go so I just say ye di nkomo na just say nkomo wo showbiz industry ni midi na abremu say Twitter trends na the social media trends na media abremu na ye to aso dia Boo God talent manager ochirima o se bunsam tawa yi bi we marijuana ye kan semi ha to say we say haban so nyakopon na boy into no do hu nyakopon ankasa na ni nyanse mobo haban sada na mayem hu te say ya de boni bi Ghana fo motiwi am say azemu nti bi da ne tintin mutiti aye kum chacha prophet kum chacha ena bu god omkohia wo United Showbiz with Miss Chi ena aye kum chacha de na anu atum wo be kai last week na me chere say aye couple bia viral TikTok couple bia wo say God Papa the Great ena Queen Lupita say de me tell na me be ka chere aye police for atum safra de say wan chere wo ye investigation na yi na aye kum chacha chere mo so wo kan now so your suffer aye God Papa the Great na fine na fe dey say wonum wi wonu yi o say ntwa fatakra no aka say me na just say bugo ka say one we are there like you know what's wrong with say be omo benum we there ya haba yankopon dwai ba man pese me bisa mo debate here course between kum chacha and bu god no wo jetum say we ne just say nya de bia ya sama for afa ne personal na say mu say ade ase na Ghana say illegal so wo dua bi wo shibi na say ko teacher wa dampare ne boys so what to me chiro to me pese me bisa mo we na ase we exaggerating it and ase mu say ya haba nga just say enya adepa Ebusiani adofo edi the 1 week memorial service of Kojo Akwaboa ayin bekaya busumi memu eno ofimu na sese de ebusiafo ehia te se 1 week ne kama na me hu se 1 week ne ba aya Akwaboa junior me hu se no odimu kampa na ne na fofom su edi won support ekoboa no na me hu se ye strong man ayin no so ewo hobi na ye numtufo bi ameso me di mani hu me hu great ampon ewo ho na Nicholas Amanie champion ono so me hu so no be perform wo 1 week ase na ono no odi na dance di bebre betu do chema boa Akwaboa waka bebi wa boa no ne se ontumi nka o se wa boa ne papa other shows amokobo wa brochi nyina se no no ankasa ni nnumo producing man kama kapa so no de sa ase da pese bi wo ho no ma odbema Akwaboa ya waka ni bebi na manfo ye kase Akwaboa senior se na mokodo afa na Akwaboa senior na ni nnum de bebre are chiche mido wunim se je se papa yi film de aya manfo ya bebre pa ba se na ye kan ebusuan ya mamo ya akopa nti minim se mre no so ye adofo na je se busua na je se mo amoye de fans nyina mo enjoy the music mo akọboy ye busua na je se mo apene krabre kra kama na watwe nkomo ba akopa na je se manfo keka ho asempa wonim se ye bosomi me World Menstrual Hygiene Day na je se wo kan me ho asem se obia ukowe fichi se na obaye ho kama na wo ye ba krom asem manfo chema uko nkrase manfo bebre je se me young girls ska wo de beto park kwa wo bre je se edu sana je se ye bohu deru kwan a je se tax se da sanitary pass wo betete wo no be ye fi wo na je se me ho aton ko se na se pad be se 20 Ghana na akola bi otini be bi oni ska ye de ntobi ayo ye hwenim se ya ba betumi abibi afasa asem no ho amaye na yakona lady bi ono no so wo NGO bi a waka mia te se menstrual hygiene ho ne ade wo bo homodin wo so to me supply girls ne ade na te se wo friend Rita Etonam say no kopie mo TV3 no ye interview no chima clay no tia ye di ye kuku ne ade asanka binum kwa de sidan o se no na emie bi wo northern region what dey pad ne se woni pad bi nti clay na what dey bo pad no for clay noti se na wo ye nefa ne ba na mafo chema ozi se wudi ntro wo se enye no kware there is no way obetumi use clay so wo ya kan di fini enim gwase aka ye won wo north and ase won wo fi north na se mi ko ba na ye beja mafo chema ombra house no be provi asem ye okay se ye no kware se ye no kware ba se na me ne wo kan di ye platform so a ogina aka asem wo de chop abrama for so won de na enye won kwam santi the first ogina one platform so e ka se ye mie bi e won of the clay na ebo pad na ade wo de chop aba ba sister yanka se be sine de ono de onkasa ya ba mafo chema se wo ko social media any pages na wo ko bisane se ada na okasa na se wa block won na wo chema so sister de block nation ochin ajagraja na eye wiela mutuni realize chema te se ono de net asemi ba na anya ne de kra oye videos couple of videos wo Facebook chema o se nya no kware nti sister ya your friend Rita Etonam say ombra house no be kire no baby kupotia onim say ye mia ediclay ebo pad ibi na mafo bebre ye me hu say nti etitiro mia etitiro atase won so free northern region ede ba betu dwa bebre say sister na say me kan o say nye no kware wo mu pa say aho kire ho no me ba pad ya won wo nkrankra wo hu tumi kire atase won tumi to pad how much more those in the rural areas nti o say eno de ye no kware say it say ye ho kire ka ba sa asem no kan say ye mia wode noti clay ya wode ye asanka ne ade bi ebo pad wo say won si ni hu na nye no kware Amanfo enche akra ye na can promise I terminator e dey na ni try Infantiman Girls Senior High School e ko perform wo ho na amanfo na watwe obe release video bi na say can promise o perform na gesi ewu ama na ebinum twitwa hye collapse je say won afenti o na amanfo je can promise na wo fans as say dey wo nya new name Twitter for say can promise Ghana Michael Jackson cause Michael Jackson na onim say as na Michael Jackson be bo egu mic so kwana to samanfo just say one fenti na just say na Michael Jackson the time what say no wo dom akasa ne fans dey A1 na yi bi na can promise to me I no for chema nyuntuni be no to me perform match say ngofu twitwa hwe ne ade but performance dey say call girls hu akasa ma for chema just can promise girls your site in wewu ama ene hwe wo hwe se na girls yi tietie mu na ba ko bi ode ne saka can promise about say oba be wuani na me say girls na mo feli boy isa mo de mo ntwe ndu mu say sisters phone pay na just say won like what items because we say can promise on worry mo de mu wa ss mo mo de na mo ye den Munsia na munja na dem crash one so sa any boy ba mo fuche ma can promise ye kaga na ha say one hit songs one obo modern power nyuma any the man so such a big fan base senior high school there and shada anya news crampo na watching komo ye ka obi o trendy o social media pa kwabena nyumtuni be share no Nigerian blog be friend Insta blog I'm mo posting no Instagram honom na ye na kwabena nsemo de beto dwa chema wonu sa kwabena de waware ejai ebien pen ebien we divorced 2 times no chema also no as aware or worrying in term too much you get what I'm saying also I say it came too fast ntia na ase nyama nheda ankoye but kwabena interview yo ye no de oka aware ho nsemi na mafochema say ebinu se won ne nyaade but onu akasa na onu ananum tom no onu ase aware na ban tem too much but kwabena se onu se na owo hoyi de onya pension baby bia ope also maybe sakwade dante onya ase ba ko bi last one be the peso anka nheda anya yi sa na mafochema hina na obetumi ato kwabena lies but ase sem na okan na ase ope so ware ansana o sanso de pension baby yiba na kwabena na watwe a sanso ka se wobeka VGM red carpet na mabori mi kopie mu honum na atare kwabena sha ase antare nsa na te se MDB na nikaboke kakra na mafoche ma akwakoye te se sebio amanfo mesra manyem na meka busa ase mia na amanti wodi susu no krase mpefo moni ma LGBTQ yiba umunum se nye no kware like sometimes I me shada antenya maybe asem kwabena ko pensili ne osa Beka about his sexuality or Shatara Beka sexuality also no dear Natara no share VGMA he sees nothing wrong with it he was just being creative and see more chroma say be obisha Natara na some moon tia ose munye kum wonni asem bia ka ye kum na as modern sexuality na maybe anya no kware for also is quite unfortunate also a very unfortunate pa so be betumi aka sem bone afa Natara ba no de atare no share ne de ne fan kasa say Ghana has a panel can one was South Pan and we dance God Lloyd Dean. No chemo also says as I starting a dance career yasi na men can say them cause I just say no ferry but no to me can't think Sophia Shaman. Ose unso okonkofufi ebinu ho esikafu etitiru fi ni adokokere won asa ni adenti obi wo beka so wo fi hin fan ni I know on time waka so ofi tema na so oti around ombo ashaman di ose esa ne say stereotype ankofo chemma bia ashaman fo ye rowdy we say also bi kwapo na adwo susu be betam ni bibi nti no ntumi kan chema fo so ofi ashaman but e course na odwen ho say obno koso person stay true to himself onko wi obi ade adwuma na oye na adwuma so eso eni kama amoni je na adwuma nti onti ase so betumi etwantora kosi da ben nti so onu akasa edu bebi no so onye bi so bisa ne so fi fa so ashama akasa but say dey say that ashama eni bi a se mafo feel very proud to say they are from ashama na ye ka ashama onu se krom ha dey stone boy ondo dey esi na akoma so pan so ondo he is very proud of ne root odidede bia obejia bebi obeka so he is a proud ashama must say ye dance boy so say ase na ye den pass betimi aka Sophie ashama na aka Sophie tema but say dey mama hu say ni nwuma edini ni mti say asem na dey bi any platform be onye bia dance go so to oka Sophie ashama nti mo anana mu nim no dance God Lloyd ono so ashama boy na what na me say social media for one account na haja been to pictures bi o try also ofia sorry and I was a photo of the week. Now, Oka Haja, the say body a muankasa. Na picture you the bet today. One say also Ufia, sorry, Poko, baby cacre, apanenum. Now, so Wakatan who come at Irene Susu, a panico to J. Now, my future my ose, and tell Hunisa, they be when a short skin tighty, body corner, dinner. Say, so root me dressy distance, say, they will say, we need you who fancy Haja, which my water, the nay fan, Cassa, was sorry at Irene Susu, if I was to chess all questions, will say, Commodia. Na to say decency ni ade pomodia na to say kosona kosoma mchemo na say haja boya on tache dan yin body need your word is she's highly endowed don't me fan share dan see atare a wa share kra say esi ni na se kra no unze still na body ni wum I'm a answer na mess story so no me de me last story beba no mama me mfa mo ko Nigeria now be in the year 2022 ye odochi Nigeria ni sini training just na asem be da bontin buburuja wo se on na yiri May wa atena ase wa wo ma fefefe wo hu an se wo kwakofa obi afoforo su oye ne second wife na yi de besu just wo se one sign up for that wo ware no say 1:1 afedi ase bia wo de wo ho taste that back kan so pe say wo peverize be so de bi twere ni so kwakofa second wife so we be bre ma fochema May you cry fin aware so na me say mo no ento mo ada yes say de no fia ware ase na de but say no kutu sina wari ase kama even though so sebio afi cry ne bad boy back efimo but won say asem ne de eyara ho sempa but second wife view of you odochi na amafochema say de wa onyem second born onyem kra ye obeka afi last year ne betu do say ne wife you of ani Judy Austin yi say Judy Austin Idochi no bad boy first one na akoko ba say ne wife ni second wife so nim second born na mafuche ma na ye na say ya na me sebio oni ye won bad boy yi fi mu na akoko ye te say asa asere bi on ne second wife na say we need jeni ama me say me chawo say obi a wo say no grief obi won mo fa asem ne personal bi wo be fa ne personal ebi won na he just putting up a show on social media so make say bia hwe fa no ba bia okoda enwumre a osu nti obi ebusu asem na de bia meka no wasemba na wa de wanya abotaye ntumi me pipi mu bebe but say na wording na man be to Facebook social media nti na ye ka ho asem anya samba anka ye obi aba case nse se won say ya ye odochi ene ne second wife Judy Austin Odochi wo expect one second born one or de be to jo e wo Facebook se na me ne wo kan na no se na ha say de wo ba enkomo ho GhanaWeb TV amabroni me ntro fake dro bi anka dem nse binum koso ne ade but ha say de ne authentic news celebrity news, favorite celebrities who just say wo di won come on say one night say what trendy for the whole week into that say ne ye be san so ehia say na de bia me ne mo kan mo bo mo de na mo hwe ye shows moons and cuddles forum big steak sports check never they be brave people and places untold you will be brave the lowdown till bomodian kwa your own YouTube channel GhanaWeb TV abenya programs ti ma mo pay entertainment ma mo pay sports ma mo pay human interest stories ni na ye bi wo hono ti bomodian na mo hwe videos bi na say mo hu de consider say ne ye be san so ehia medam ase pa say mo hwe nkomo wo hono say mo support na mo share ye hu ma kasa say mo koso na mo bo adwuma pa da say ne ye be san so ehia makram
Hi guys, we are back again, Charlie. And if it's your first time on my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share with your friends. Guys, I am currently at the Safari Valley Resort and it has been trending in Ghana, so I'm here to see it for myself and I'm here to see it with you as always. And I hope you enjoyed this vlog. So let's go right into the video.
You got to let it go. You got to let it go.
class. So Safari Value Resort.
I wanna see the light. See the light. I wanna see the light. I wanna see the light. I wanna see the
Wow, this place is really beautiful.
The cost of rooms and homes ranges from $800 to $3,000, which includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It also comes with butler services and access to recreational facilities at the safari.
And this is the washroom. Wow. Just look at the tiles. It's stone actually.
I wanna see the light. I wanna see the light. I wanna see the light.
Who doesn't like mirrors? This is a very spacious room. Very, very spacious room, and it's family friendly. The good part is all the rooms have beautiful views. And this is the pool. The pool has no water yet because it's still undergoing construction. So yeah, let's go to the master bedroom.
I wanna see the light.
And this is the hall, which you already saw earlier. Also with a beautiful view. Visitors washroom.
I wanna see the light.
Also very, very spacious. I like the fact that everything here is made of wood. Currently at the master bedroom. This is a very beautiful piece and it's made of wood. Washroom with a bathtub. With a another bathroom outside. How beautiful is this? This is just like Bali. So I'm about to see the pool area. This is going to be a private pool for this entire unit, but it's currently under construction, so there's no water in it. And it also has an amazing view. You can hear the birds chirping.
I wanna see the light.
Nana is our tour guide, but he doesn't want his face to be shown, so yeah. Nana, give us a wave. That's a back wave. So we are going to see one of the pools that is currently available, and so I can see a gentleman cleaning the pool. How deep is it? How deep is it? 3 feet. Hello. 5 feet. Oh, okay. 5 feet. There is also like a stream which extends to the other side, so it cuts across almost every home. Guys, here is really beautiful. Even though they are not done yet, just look at how it looks. It's so beautiful. So you can imagine when they are really done. And we've done about an hour tour and we are not done yet. The homes are a lot. There are so many places to see. Here is as big as 500 acres of land. So you can imagine, we are here to see the wildlife. Some of the wildlife are not here. The giraffe, the elephants, the zebras are not here, but the few that are here, we are also going to see it. But for now, this is what it looks like. It's so beautiful, very beautiful. I am currently at their restaurant and a cigar lounge, and so before entering the cigar lounge, you'll be given a max. And this is going to be the bar, and also a shelf for all kinds of cigar will be available. Their meals are 80% local and 20% foreign, and all food stuff are from the safari farm, so it's fresh from farm to plate. What's this?
Epoxy.
Epoxy. Oh, okay. Yeah. Is it like a tile?
No.
Or it's like a concrete?
It's like glue.
Like glue?
A special glue, yeah.
Wow. It's so beautiful.
It is.
The restaurant is really beautiful. Are you the chef here?
Yes, I am.
Which country are you from?
I'm from South Africa.
South Africa?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyone who is coming to have lunch here, you are going to be the chef, official chef?
Well, one of them, yeah. I'm the executive chef, yeah. I've got guy by the name of Joe.
Oh, okay.
He's my executive sous chef or second in charge, and then my team over there.
Wow, that's a very huge kitchen. Thank you so much. Main kitchen. Oh, your office? No.
There's the pot wash section.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Over here we have the vegetable section.
Okay.
Veg, fish.
Fish section.
Fish section, yes. This side. Okay. Over here is the meat section.
Meat section.
Meat.
Wow.
Meat, yeah.
I see.
Okay. Over here we have obviously the cleaning area. This is the outside cooking facility.
Okay.
Look. This is the outside kitchen facility.
Outside kitchen. And this is a butchery.
Yeah.
Hello. Good afternoon. How are you doing? How is work? It's all good. Okay. So yeah. Oh, nice. This is the outside view of the restaurant. It has a very beautiful bar with an amazing view. When I saw the video of the place, I thought the place was overhyped or it was too exaggerated. But guys, the place is too big. There is a lot to see. You can't see all in one day. We've done over 2 hours 30 minutes and I'm tired already. Behind me is a very beautiful restaurant. Everything about this place is very beautiful. It's like they paid attention to details. Everything is made of wood. There's nothing else to say about this place. The place is really, really beautiful, and I'm enjoying my tour so far. We are not done yet, so you can imagine. So yeah, let's see the others, and I hope you're enjoying this vlog. Let me know in the comment section which part of this place you love most so far. Let me know. The best part about this place so far is the detailed bathtub and the fact that it has an outdoor washroom. What do you think too? Let me know in the comment section. So Abigail and I are playing Owari. And Abigail, are you going to win?
Yeah, I'm going to win, definitely.
Okay, so yeah, your turn.
I'm coming for this.
You've already calculated. As it stands now, most of the animals are not here yet. The zebra, because the borders are now open, hopefully by October, November, the zebra, the what's it called, the giraffe, the elephants will all be here. So for now, there are just very few animals here, and so let's see what they have available. What animal are we going to see?
An antelope.
We are going to see a baby antelope. Oh, that's a baby antelope. Oh, he's so scared.
Don't stress it too much.
Oh, he's so scared.
Be careful.
No problem. No problem.